Okay, good. Okay, well, what do you want me to do? Sit in front of You know, my driver got lost, so we run around Spain. It's okay. I'm here now. Do we have enough? Everybody have one piece of chocolate or cake? Yes. If not, you tie it, you know? You break it and give it like Jesus. You alright? Yes. Tired or not? Tired, huh? Traveling a lot, no? Yes? No. I know. Okay. This is nice Malaga, huh? Yes. Very sunny, huh? Yes. Next time, where do we go? One at a time. What? Iceland. And who? Iceland. Germany. Germany. How many want me go Germany? Raise hand. Whoa. Whoa. And Iceland. Where else should I go? Where else? Thank you. Huh? Mexico. Wow. Paris. Belgium. Peru. Oh, muy lejos, muy lejos. Norway. Lejos también. Huh? Austria. Austria, we have a center, yeah? Sweden. Wow. Finland. Spain. I'm already in Spain. She's dreaming. She mean Madrid, I guess, huh? What else? Ireland. Okay. Costa Rica, muy lejos. Huh? Poland. Very good. Moscow. Portugal. Oh, wow. Cool. Only one? Oh, yeah. It's a long way. So I think German win, huh? No. I say you win because you're majority, doesn't mean... Oh, actually, it's not the problem going anywhere. Just we don't have room, no? We came here because we have room, huh? At least we have this white room, the White House. So otherwise we can go anywhere, huh? Is Austria easy, huh? Austria is easy for everybody, huh? Or not? Easy, in the middle, right? Yeah. I don't know if we can house so many people. So welcome to Spain, huh? You like Malaga? Yes. How many people driving? How many drive? Drive from where? Germany. Can you come up and sit around here? Okay. The Germany? You drive all the way from Germany? 27 hours. Wow, I know that. Where else do you drive from? It's a long drive from Germany, huh? Very tiring, huh? I know. I also been there. Almost from Germany, driving all the way here. Not I drive, but somebody else drive, and they drive me crazy. My God. It's a new car for them, and nobody know how to set up the GPS, and the GPS say what she wants, and the driver drive where he wants, and wow, that was a very, very tiring adventure. Yesterday I met some of your brothers and sisters, the brothers of your sister and the sister of your brothers. They were also driving from Germany. Yeah? And, so sincere, you know, I'm very touched. Oh, are they here? The one I met yesterday, are you here yet? Oh, they were lost? Not here yet? Because they were driving together with me behind, and then they lost them. You know, my driver lost them, and their driver lost us. And I asked him, my driver, to call them to see if they're all right. Because there's one who is with baby, you know, pregnant. And then he said he couldn't get in touch with them. Where is my driver? Is he here? Yeah, did you call them, by the way?
Still switched off.
Funny, but they know you can call them, right? I hope they will find the way. The best is like this. 2 days, 24 hours and plus. How many hours? I don't know, since I left since 10 o'clock evening, Thursday. So how many hours is that? I just arrived. Now, how many hours? Thursday 10 and Friday 10, that's 24, right? No, that's 12. Huh? No, not possible. Yeah? No. Thursday night, 10 o'clock. Until Friday, 10 o'clock, how much is that? That's 24, right? Okay, all right. 25 and a half, hey? How about 25 and a quarter? Huh? I win. And then from 10 o'clock, Friday night, until now, 9 o'clock, another 12 hours, almost. So how many hours is that? 36? Oh, you are right. Wow. You are Einstein descendants. Very smart. If somebody come late, just let them in quietly. Huh, brother? Don't forbid them, please. Thank you, Doc. Are you the doctor? Yeah, the Iranian doctor, huh? Yeah. But your English so good, I almost fool. I thought you were born in Oxford. Okay, so 36 hours, eh? Wow, I didn't realize that. Okay, I just want to tell you that. But they still got lost, you know. Have computer, cannot use GPS. The best one I could even get, and they couldn't use it. I told them to train themselves, but nobody listened. Anyway, nobody listened, ever. It's a very tiring job. First, I told them to learn it. Nobody bothered to learn with the one who knows. Second one, the one who knows left. And then they cannot learn anymore. I say, okay, then print out. Ask the one who knows, write out the detail. You know, the most important thing about computer and about the most essential thing, how to open the trunk and all that, where to put the petrol, and then learn the GPS. That's the most important thing. They don't learn. Fine. I say, okay, then tell the guy who knows, write it down quickly, okay? And print it, and everybody have one in the house in case, yeah? You never know. Not always one driver available, you know? Life is not like that. My life is not like that. Today here you are, tomorrow you're gone, huh? And I'm left alone. Nobody even bothered to do that. And before I go, I even tell the girl, please go and teach him, everybody, you know, teach the guy who doesn't know how to do it, quick, just in case. No, don't do it also. And on the road, fumbling all day long, 36 hours long. Oh, so stressful. But at least we have the map, you know. The best is not just to follow computer, the GPS, because you might not hear well. Yeah? He say turn left, lightly left, and then you turn to left, and you go to Madrid. You see what I mean? It happened to my guys. We go all the way and come back again, and go again, come back again. Because if you make it wrong turn, the computer correct you. Correct to try a new road for you to go back to where you want, to the destination. But it could go forever to Paris, London, and then you still can come back to Malaga. You know, the more mistake you make, the longer the journey. Because even the satellite can correct you, try to bring you back to where you are, to where you want to. First bring you back to where you were, go again. That's how it lasts 36 hours. It shouldn't last that long. You know, maybe 20, 22, 20, 25 hours, yeah? But I had only one driver then. I want two driver, but the second driver missed the airplane, cannot come. And then the one I have don't know how to listen to the computer. And the one know how to listen well to English, know how much is a mile, don't know how to use computer. Don't know how to use GPS, so one blind man after another. And so the master does everything and very tired. I'm glad that I still am alive for you. Okay, it's just like us, eh? Just like practitioner, you know? I'll come to that later. If you don't practice well, it takes longer, yeah? Or you stray to a different path, or you don't do exactly what the master tell you, then it takes longer time. You will arrive, but you know, like me, you know, like my driver, go all the way to Madrid, come back, And the thing is, I want to stick to the coastline. It was very easy. But he want the shortest way. The shortest way takes 36 hours. And the coastline maybe only 20. You know, never mind. They have their experience. Not everybody believes the master, you know. I expect that already. I'm used to it. Yeah? And have to learn such a hard way all the time. They don't pay attention to what I say. If I say bring water, then just bring water. I don't want this. Yeah? It's also liquid. It's okay, but I don't want it. Yeah? Just water. It serves the purpose. For example, Okay. So if we practice, we have to stick to our direction, destination. And whatever is not good, whatever is not in our destination, we don't do it. Otherwise, it takes too long. Can arrive at long and suffering, suffering a lot. One thing leads to another, you know. Just like if you make a wrong turn, then the GPS will correct you to make you go to your destination. But then by that time, you're already on the other road, yeah? And then you have to go in the other direction in order to get to the destination, which is a longer. That's all. Okay? Same, Practice is like that. Just stick to the instruction. Stick to the precept. Just go straight. Don't try this way, try this way. Take too long. Our life is short, Okay, so back to Earth. If you want to go somewhere, you better have the map of that country. It's easy to buy. You just get to that country first by your own country map or European map, and then to that country you buy that country's map. The best, like that. And if you could buy the country of the city that you go in, that would be best. This is the best, not just always the satellite, you know? Because sometimes the GPS tell you the old construction of the city. Sometimes the road it was like that and now it became one way. Or it become built with something else and the road is gone. Sometimes like that, yeah? Or they lead you to some places but that place is closed. Yeah, because no longer available. So you should have a map, yeah? The current map of the country that you're going and the map of the city that you're going, if you can. Otherwise, you get to that city first and then ask the locals. And if you can have a map, then you can know approximately how far where you are, you know, to the place where you want to go. At least you know how far. And then you can ask a hotel or a restaurant to get you a taxi if you don't speak the native language, yeah? Mostly hotel they speak English, or restaurant, even waiter English is good enough for you. You say you just want a taxi, and then you get a number and you dial a taxi, but you don't speak the language, so you ask them to help you. The best way is give some, show a little bit of money first. And then it's easier, Don't have to be a lot, maybe 10 euro. Can you please call a taxi for me? This is a coffee. This is only for coffee. Yeah. This is a language, a very universal language. Don't forget. But sometimes people are very kind. They don't accept it, but it's fine. If you want some service, you pay for it. Yeah, it's quicker. Sometimes they just do it, but it depends on whom you meet. If that person is kind, he will do it for nothing. But it's better you be willing to pay for what you get. Yeah? This is this world like that. Okay? Yeah. It doesn't have to be much, maybe 5 euros. Yeah, just to show your honesty, appreciation. And then they call you a taxi, and your car follow the taxi. It might be expensive, but if you run around the city, spending time and petrol, also very expensive and tiring. And you might be very, very tired when you get to your destination. Okay? Get to the city, find out how far it is if you can. Or you can ask the local. Any hotel would know how far it is from where you are to the destination in that city. So I go in a hotel and ask them how far is it. He say about half an hour maximum. So okay, could you please call me a taxi? Thank you. And then he does it. Okay? I don't speak much Spanish. This speaks for me. This is my dictionary. International language. I carry it all the time. It speaks all kinds of languages, It works everywhere. Around the clock. Yeah? Not always everywhere, but mostly, yeah. And people like it. Even if they don't take it, they like it that you're very polite and that you speak their language. We have to understand. Everybody works for a living, They don't have time to stand in there and worry about your problem. If you get lost, you get lost. It doesn't concern him. Yeah, he's tired. He's been working all night. He tend the whole hotel, and his wife is waiting at home. His kid has a fever. His dog has to go to the vet. He has no time for you. So if you want his service, you have to appreciate his time. Yeah? Not that people are not kind, but they are also burdened with their problem. Just like we are. Everyone works, you see? Some people work only 8 hours, the lucky ones. Some people work 10 hours. Some people work second job, third job. I know many people out there when I'm mixing with them, most of them have second job. You understand? Because of their children. Their children have to go to school. And if they go to special college, it costs more. And they have insurance for the car, insurance for the house, or the rent, the mortgage. Oof, you tell me, yeah? All kind of things. I just tell them the same with the practice meditation. If you go straight, easy. If you go tick, tick, tack, tack, take long time and suffer. Capito? Todo capito? See? Good. I wish that in the whole world we speak only one language.
Me gustaría que en todo el mundo se hablara una sola lengua.
More convenient.
Mucho más cómodo.
One language, but also with native language.
Una lengua y además nuestra lengua nativa.
I wrote a letter to the EU Parliament
Escribí una carta al comisionado de Estados Unidos en el Parlamento.
I praise the EU for all their achievements.
Por todos los logros, lo alabé por todos los logros.
All their generosity.
Y la generosidad.
All their beautiful policies.
Y la bella política.
Which help to make European a better place.
Que ayudan a hacer Europa un lugar mejor.
And better welfare for all the citizens. For many citizens.
Y la mejora del estado de vida de todos los ciudadanos.
EU, they are good. They are doing their best.
Y están haciendo lo mejor posible.
In humanity, and they really take care what they can.
Están de verdad preocupándose.
So I praise them for that.
Y les alabé por ello.
Could they help many underdeveloped countries?
Y ayudan muchísimos países subdesarrollados.
And then I said, in my humble opinion, it would have been much better if all the at least all the EU member nation learn one language.
Y le dije que en mi opinión sería mucho mejor que si toda la Unión Europea supiera una misma lengua,
Apart from their native language.
aparte de su lengua nativa.
I didn't say abandon all the native language. It's not. No.
No dije que dejaran todas las lenguas nativas, no es eso.
Because the EU have many languages, European have many languages.
Porque en la Unión Europea hay demasiadas lenguas, muchas.
And even then they can accomplish a lot.
Y no pueden conseguir mucho, incluso con esas lenguas.
Can you imagine if all the member nations speak just one language, easy to understand each other and quicker decision?
Imaginaros que todos los países hablan una lengua fácil de entender, entonces las decisiones serían más fáciles.
But the EU opinion is that they want diversity, unity in diversity, which is very beautiful. And they respect all the culture and languages, which is beautiful. I never heard anything more beautiful than that. But we could, we could preserve our culture and learn one extra language. We need it anyway.
Es bonito tener tal diversidad de lenguas y de culturas, pero sería muy cómodo y conveniente tener una en la cual nos pudiéramos entender todos.
I see them speak English all the time in the meeting of the parliament or elsewhere.
Ellos hablan inglés todo el tiempo en las reuniones del Parlamento y todo.
So why don't just choose one language? I say choose it by vote. I wrote in my letter, we can vote openly to choose one language, asking all the people who vote for it, so that the EU will not sound like discriminate, like prefer English and look down upon Polish or look down upon French. We vote, yeah? We list all the language and see what the population vote for which language the most voted, then we will choose that language as an official language for EU. And the rest is the same. And by that, we still can communicate with each other easier. When you learn from child English, you speak like English. It's easier. And then you can communicate with any of other nations and still can learn the beauty of that nation through understanding already of each other. It's easier that way, my humble opinion.
La maestra propuso en su carta que se eligiera por votación una única lengua para no discriminar a ninguna, en la cual sería común a todos los países. Porque actualmente en inglés pues se entienden perfectamente. Entonces, ¿por qué no elegir una democráticamente que fuera común para todos esos países y aprenderla desde pequeños y a través de esa lengua común poder aprender la riqueza de la cultura de un país y de otro país sin despreciar a ninguna de ellas por votación, sin preferir al inglés porque está más extendido o despreciar, por ejemplo, al polaco porque hay menos gente?
Because, let's face it, the most intelligent person cannot learn all the languages in his lifetime.
Porque la persona más inteligente no puede aprender todas las lenguas de este mundo.
However much he respects all cultures and languages, however much he loves to be able to speak all languages, is not very possible.
Cuanto más apreciar la cultura de todos los países, es imposible.
You're busy with many other things.
Estamos ocupados con muchas otras cosas.
Your brain have capacity limit.
Nuestra capacidad tiene un límite.
Above all, your time.
No tenemos tiempo.
Life is short.
La vida es corta.
So that's why I encourage all of you to study English, even though it's not voted as an official language in EU or any other union, but it's easier and it's more or less very universal. So we don't vote, we just learn English. How about that?
Así que os animo a todos a aprender inglés. Os animo a todos a aprender inglés, aunque no ha sido votado, pero está extendido en todo el mundo.
I vote, one vote only. It would be easier if I speak English with the Peruvian. You see, immediately we can understand each other, and then we can begin friendship from there. And then I can, even if I don't understand Peruvian, she can tell me all the beauties of her country in English, and I can tell her all the beauties of my country in my language, in English, and then from there we go. Yeah? Begin the friendship with the same language, and then I can study more Peruvian language, or she can study more Vietnamese language, if she chooses so, if she has time. Yeah? She might choose to learn Polish instead. I will not be offended. As she might choose to learn French, to know the French culture, I would not feel insulted, because I also understand her in English. I don't see any problem in speaking one universal language and learning other native language by choice. You see what I mean? Learn it from childhood already in the school, double language, every country, the official language and their native language. I don't see the harm in that. Do you?
No, sería maravilloso si nos pudiéramos entender, por ejemplo, una persona del Perú y yo, en inglés desde el principio, la comunicación se establece y entonces podríamos comunicar las bellezas y la maravilla de su cultura peruana y de mi cultura vietnamita. Y de ahí podría empezar una amistad y empezar a aprender yo la lengua del Perú y ella la lengua de Vietnam. Sería maravilloso si desde pequeños todo el mundo pudiese aprender su lengua nativa y otra lengua, la cual permitiría entendernos y establecer lazos de amistad.
And then if you understand this universal language, you can translate all the beautiful treasure, beautiful literature, all the things that you want to say about your country, you can write it in English, and all the whole world will know about it. For example, if English is official, all the world will know about it. Everybody wants to know about Peru, they will read it and say, wow, Peru is great. Peru is really, really ancient and really culture, really good spiritual people. I like Peruvian. I go to Peru. I study more about Peruvian. I married a Peruvian. I stay there. For example.
Sería maravilloso si pudiésemos traducir al inglés toda la riqueza y toda la belleza de la cultura peruana y todo el mundo pudiera leerlo en inglés y todo el mundo pudiera aprender lo maravillosa y lo rica que es esa cultura. Entonces dirán, entiendo esto del Perú, entiendo su cultura, puedo incluso casarme con una peruana.
Yes, then we have a choice, you see?
Entonces podemos elegir.
Yeah, and if he doesn't feel like Peruvian culture appeal to him, he will turn to French and read all about France in English, and he will think, oh, it sounds better. And then if he likes it, he go to France, marry, have French children.
Y si la cultura peruana no nos dice nada, podemos ir a la cultura francesa y entonces elegir a alguien allí y decir, esta cultura me gusta, y elegir una persona francesa y casarnos allí.
For example.
Por ejemplo.
Yeah. Or then if he still doesn't like it, he would turn to Spain and read all about Spanish literature, culture, history, and then he likes it or not, and he go to Malaga and stay in the center, be a monk or whatever.
Y si no nos gusta la cultura francesa, podemos aprender de la cultura española, de la literatura española y venir a España, y de la historia española y venir a España, y si no, pues venimos a Málaga y estamos en el centro, nos hacemos monjes y está estupendo.
So, okay, understand everybody? Yeah? Okay. So I see it's more beneficial if we have one official language. And I said that in the letter, I said that the Esperanto was a very good idea, even though not all people approved it. Okay, then we don't need to learn more language. We have already too many languages. So we just make an open vote. All the EU member or the EU people vote for what language. The easiest for them, convenient. It doesn't matter if you speak English as official or not. You're all EU already. Aren't we there for unity? So it doesn't matter what language is chosen. We are EU. We are not English, we are not Polish, we are not anymore. We should say we are EU. Then it doesn't matter which language is chosen. It's among us, right? And we just choose one by the most voted and announce it to everybody, and then we learn that, I think, my humble opinion.
Sería maravilloso si pudiéramos establecer una lengua. Se hizo un intento con el Esperanto, con la lengua Esperanto, una lengua común, pero sería maravilloso si se pudiera votar una sola, llegar a un acuerdo y entonces estar unidos por esa lengua, establecer unos lazos de amistad y sería perfecto.
You see, the EU concept is almost like us, eh? We also respect diverse culture, eh? So we have Peruvian here to prove it, and we have Mexicano, and we have all kind of people here: German, English, Polish, Colombian even. Oh dear, so far away. And we have Puerto Rican, we have Portuguese, yeah. Oh, we have all kind here, yeah.
Tenemos toda clase de culturas aquí, tenemos toda clase de países. Respetamos toda y valoramos toda clase de culturas y tenemos gente de todos los países aquí para probarlos.
Yeah. But it would be nice if we understand each other first instant.
Pero sería mejor si nos entendiéramos todos desde el primer momento.
Yeah, then we can share with each other whatever we want.
Y podríamos compartir cualquier cosa que quisiéramos.
Without having to wait for one more year until I can talk to you. Wait there.
Sí, sin que tuviéramos que esperar un año hasta que pudiéramos hablar.
Yeah, I will learn Portuguese in 1 year and I come back. You wait for me, okay?
Aprender
I'll
portugués
marry you, but wait 1 year.
año. Y volveré, esperarme un año.
Actually, language is not all that necessary. Love is the most necessary.
En realidad la lengua no es lo más necesario, el amor es lo más necesario.
But the thing is, if we could express love and opinions and our beauty through a universal language, it would be more peace, more harmony, and more love among mankind.
Pero sería mejor si pudiéramos expresar el amor en una única lengua.
So I advise you, even your friends, you are German, you are Spanish, you let your kid learn English privately. If they don't have it in school, learn English, okay? My father was a French educated person, but he tell me, learn English. I love French. When I was young, because we were French influence at that time in my era, and I love French. They sound very nice. I say I want to learn French, and I learned some French, and my father say you're French like those remote islanders somewhere.
Nunca se estilaba a estudiar francés y ella aprendió francés, pero su padre le decía que su francés era como de una isla lejana, de un área remota de por ahí.
He said to me, you should learn English.
Por eso deberíais aprender inglés.
He said you will have more use of it in the future.
Sería mucho más útil.
He predicted that. Can you imagine? A man who never traveled outside of Vietnam, who learned French since he was young, French educated, advised me to learn English.
Él no había salido nunca de Vietnam y aunque yo era pequeña me dijo que aprendiera inglés, me aconsejó que aprendiera inglés. Lo veía venir.
He doesn't know English.
Él no sabía inglés.
But he knows a lot.
Pero sabía mucho.
My father is very wise.
Mi padre es muy sabio.
I can see it now.
Lo puedo ver ahora.
Everywhere in every country, at least some people speak English.
En todas partes hay siempre alguien que habla inglés, en todos los países.
Just my taxi driver now, he understands my English. We speak in English.
Mi taxista mismo hablaba inglés.
First, I spoke couple of broken Spanish, but then he speak English. I said, thank you, very nice.
Empecé a hablar un poco de español, pero enseguida hablé inglés y él dijo, gracias.
Yes.
Eso.
Then I be able to tell him how I like Malaga. It's beautiful. The sea is so nice. The architecture is so beautiful. I think I like it very much. And he understood that I like his country and he loves it. We're both very happy.
Le pude decir lo maravillosa que era Málaga y lo bonito que es este país. Entonces él entendió que yo amaba este país y se puso muy contento, muy feliz.
And he communicated with me in English also. He said he also liked London. He would like to go there, which place he should visit and all that. So we get on perfectly well.
Y él me dijo en inglés que le gustaría ir a Londres y que nos entendimos perfectamente bien.
Yes. You see how important it is?
¿Veis qué importante es?
Just a few words and the guy was so happy.
Unas poquitas palabras y él estaba tan feliz.
He almost drive me here for free.
Casi me trajo gratis.
But I give him his fare and a lot of tip.
Y le pagué la tarifa y una buena propina.
Because he's a good guy.
Porque era un buen chico.
He's so young, he speaks very good English, but he humbly drive a taxi. He's happy about it. He says, as long as I earn my good money, I don't care what work.
Era joven, hablaba muy bien inglés y conducía un taxi y con tal de felizmente.
He's so young, you know, he finished college, I don't know what, but he speaks very good English, so young, look intelligent and clean. And I just offer from behind, I offer him a chewing gum, you know, because I want to take one for myself. I didn't have a chance to clean my teeth. I worry, I smell bad, so for you.
Él
so
era
I
muy
take
joven y la maestra le ofreció un chicle.
yeah. So I take a chewing gum in the box, you know, and I offer him one. He said, no. And he looked and said, okay, chewing gum, okay. He worried I give him cigarette.
Él creía que le iba a ofrecer un cigarro, pero le dio un chicle y lo aceptó.
He said, good, you don't smoke. Good boy, good boy.
Es bueno que no fumes, buen chico, buen chico.
He said, nunca.
Él dijo, nunca, nunca.
I say, yo también, nunca. I say, I also never smoke.
Y yo
Yeah,
tampoco
it's no
fumo
good.
nunca.
So we're happy, very happy because of English.
Y estamos muy felices por el inglés.
Most of people who study in the school, they know some English. Even just a simple conversation, people feel they're connected. The inner connection take longer time. See how long it takes between me and you, huh?
La conexión interna lleva mucho más tiempo, pero hay gente que habla inglés desde el colegio y con unas pocas palabras es posible conectar.
So for peace sake, do make outer connection first.
Así que por la paz, hacer la conexión externa primero.
Even if we speak English together as English person, we still sometimes could misunderstand. Can you imagine how we understand each other if we speak so many different languages and every language expressed differently?
Incluso hablando inglés las dos personas al mismo tiempo se puede llegar a malentender. Imaginaros hablando cada uno un idioma diferente.
For example, I just ask you, where am I? Where are we? I don't mean I'm not in Malaga. I don't mean I'm lost here. I mean, what have we been talking about up to now?
Por ejemplo, si os pregunto, ¿dónde estamos? No quiere decir que no sepa si estamos en Málaga, quiere decir que de qué estábamos hablando hasta ese momento.
So how long it takes you to learn all these hidden nuances of the English if you don't learn it from childhood?
Entonces, ¿cuánto más nos costaría aprender todos estos giros del inglés si no lo aprendemos desde pequeños?
Or any languages, I mean just English for instance.
O de
yeah?
cualquier lengua, el inglés pues es un ejemplo.
Even English is very simple already. It takes a long years to understand all these nuances.
Aunque el inglés es muy fácil, lleva mucho tiempo aprender todos estos giros y modos.
So how would we be able to understand each other if we wait until we are big and then start to learn another language? It's possible, but you cannot learn all.
Entonces, ¿cuánto más tiempo tardaríamos en aprender una lengua si empezamos ya de mayores? Es posible, pero nos llevaría muchísimo más tiempo.
So it would be better if all the countries get together, vote for one language, not just EU, but then EU we started from here and everybody join in, just learn one language. Even English is very simple already. It takes a long years to understand all these nuances.
Aunque el inglés es muy fácil, lleva mucho tiempo aprender todos estos giros y modos.
So how would we be able to understand each other if we wait until we are big and then start to learn another language? It's possible, but you cannot learn all.
Entonces, ¿cuánto más tiempo tardaríamos en aprender una lengua si empezamos ya de mayores? Es posible, pero nos llevaría muchísimo más tiempo.
So it would be better if all the countries get together, vote for one language, not just EU, but then EU we started from here and everybody join in, just learn one language.
Sería mucho más fácil si todos los países se unieran y votaran una lengua, al menos aquí en la Unión Europea.
Every country should learn that language. And then, apart from native language, and we preserve all the culture, we don't diminish anything. We just understand each other more. We appreciate each other more if we know what it is all about. Yeah? If we don't know how we respect, how we love, how we connect with that native race of people, if we don't understand anything about them.
Así que todos los países deberían hablar una misma lengua y desde esa misma lengua valorar todas las otras culturas. No es cuestión de infravalorar ninguna de las otras culturas, sino a través de esa lengua entenderlas todas.
Just takes so long to understand each other.
Solo que toma tanto tiempo entenderse unos con otros.
Yes? So if we have just one language, then we can translate all the good things in any language into English, And into any public library, we have all available information about all the possible country, and then we understand each other more. It's so easy.
Si tuviéramos una lengua común, podríamos traducir todas las cosas buenas, todas las maravillas de cada cultura en esa lengua común y todo el mundo las podría entender.
Yeah, when I look in the television, for example, I don't understand Arabic, I don't understand Persian or anything, but because so much talk about the Arabian world and about Iranian, so I flick the channel into Iranian channel or Arabic channel, though I don't understand anything. Their language, their culture, their body movement is so beautiful to me, and I love it.
Por ejemplo, cuando veo la tele, yo no entiendo nada del árabe ni del parsi, y cuando veo la televisión, veo sus movimientos, veo su cultura, es tan interesante, pero no puedo entender nada.
When they sing, they enjoy and they immerse themselves in the songs, in the lyric, in the emotion of expression of that music, just like you do in French or in English or in Polish or in German.
Cuando ellos cantan, es tan bonito, expresan tanto con sus canciones y con su música.
And you can just understand from soul to soul. You don't need to even understand the language.
Nos podemos entender de alma a alma.
Yeah.
No hace falta entender su lengua, su idioma.
I see them dancing on the television. I see them singing and making drama. They're all just the same like any of us.
Los veo cantar, bailar, hacer dramatizaciones en la televisión. Es lo mismo que cualquiera de nosotros.
And some songs are so lively, so happy. It depicts the nature of their inner beauty. Even though I don't understand, I can see that they're beautiful.
Ellos
inside.
describen su belleza interior. Es bellísimo. Aunque no pueda entenderlos. Les veo expresarlo.
So I watch it again and again.
Así que los veo una y otra vez.
just to connect with them inside.
Para conectar con ellos internamente.
And you know, if you really understand them, if you really know what they're singing and feel what they feel, we are human, the same like everybody. There's no difference at all.
Si sentís lo que ellos están sintiendo y están expresando en ese momento, son como cualquier otro ser humano, no son en absoluto diferentes.
Come back to language again. In Vietnam, we say, if you don't have fire, how you have smoke?
Pero volvamos otra vez a la lengua. En Vietnam decimos, si no hay fuego, ¿cómo vamos a tener humo?
And in English, we say, it takes two to tango.
Se necesitan dos para bailar el tango.
You see, both express the same thing.
Las dos cosas expresan la misma cosa.
But if you don't understand the Vietnamese, you say, well, what? Of course we know there's fire, then there's smoke. Why is he saying such a nonsense? Waste my time.
Pero si no se entiende el vietnamita, entonces se dice, ¿pero qué está diciendo del fuego? ¿Para qué dice esas tonterías?
And the Vietnamese will say to the English, yeah, I know, it takes two to tango. Need you tell me this idiot stuff? I'm not 5 years old.
Y el vietnamita diría, ya sé que se necesitan dos para bailar tango. ¿Para qué me dice estas chorradas? No tengo 5 años.
Yeah, for example, you see,
Por
language is beautiful. All languages are beautiful.
Todas las lenguas son bonitas.
Because we all have our little secret talk like that.
Porque todos tenemos un pequeño secreto para hablar de eso.
You remember the film called, I forgot what the name of it. There was a film with Stephen Martin and Queen Latifah. She's a black woman. She came from prison, but she was innocent. What's the name
Una
of that?
película de Steve Martin y una mujer negra.
Huh? Bringing Down the House. Yes, yes.
La película es Bringing Down the House. La traducción en castellano a veces la traducen de una manera, a veces de otra. Sometimes they translate the title different.
She's black American.
Es una persona de color americana.
Okay. And when the black people are supposed to be in the film, you know, when somebody loves somebody, he say, the cool point is out of the window. I am all twisted in the game. Remember? Yes. And a man told her that.
Y el hombre le dice eso a ella.
And she said, that's the most beautiful thing anybody ever told me.
Y ella le dice, es la cosa más maravillosa que me ha dicho un hombre. Y ella dice, es la cosa más maravillosa que me ha dicho un hombre. Uf, uf.
Anybody understand how beautiful about it? No.
¿Alguien entiende cuál es la belleza en eso?
Does it sound beautiful to you? No, but it is beautiful.
No suena bonito para vosotros, pero es bonito.
to that race of people,
para esa clase, para esa persona,
to that group of people.
para ese grupo de gente, para esa raza.
If it's true that some African Americans speak like that, then it's beautiful for them.
Si la gente afroamericana habla de esa manera, entonces es bonito para ellos.
So, if she can express it to you later, translate to you in English, and you know, that means beautiful. Next time you see her, you say, I'm all twisted in the game. And then she'll be very happy.
Así que si te lo traducen al inglés, pues lo entiendes y después le dices, estoy enredándome contigo, y entonces lo verá muy bonito, se pondrá muy feliz.
You understand now? Every language has its secret beauties.
Toda lengua tiene su belleza secreta.
So, we have to preserve all the languages in the world. That's for sure.
Así que tenemos que conservar todas las lenguas del mundo, eso seguro.
But still, I think we need one universal language so that everyone can be united, more harmonious, and the world will have peace quicker.
Pero necesitamos una lengua común para que todo el mundo esté más unido, más armonioso y tengamos paz más rápidamente.
Suppose a guy very excited and already very angry and very provoked, and you don't even speak his language. How you calm him?
Imaginaros una persona que esté muy nerviosa, muy enfadada y no sabemos ni siquiera hablar su lengua. ¿Cómo lo podemos calmar?
You might try to speak in English or your own language, but it might mean something terrible to him.
Le podemos
It might sound something bad.
Le podemos hablar en inglés o nuestra propia lengua, pero puede parecer algo terrible para él, algo ofensivo.
Then it might even get worse.
Entonces se pone peor.
You know, for example, I told you the joke already. You know, a French guy just came in his usual coffee and drink his coffee. And then there came an American from New York.
El francés estaba tomándose el café y vino un americano de Nueva York.
Order a café.
Y pidió café.
That's all he know. Café, s'il vous plaît.
Solo sabía pedir café, por favor.
Yeah, just like us when we go to Spanish, you know,
como nosotros cuando venimos a España.
We say something in Spanish, you know, simple. Yeah.
Decimos algo simple en castellano.
Taco, por favor. Yeah.
For example, por favor.
And people think we speak Spanish, but we don't. Okay.
La gente se cree que hablamos castellano, pero no.
So the French thought he's another French.
Así que el francés pensó que era otro francés.
So the American want to drink his café.
El americano quería tomarse el café.
Yeah, but the French saw an ant in his cafe.
Y el
So he
francés
said,
dio
no.
una hormiga.
For me. Mean an ant. Don't drink it.
El francés le dijo,
for me.
hormiga,
You know the
hormiga,
joke.
for me. ¿Qué quiere decir hormiga?
He just said, no, for me. Yeah.
Y le decía,
The American say, for you, this is for me.
El americano decía, para ti, no, esto es para mí.
And the French still don't give up. They say, no, for me.
Y el francés continuaba, no, hormiga, pero al americano le sonaba como para mí.
And the guy stand up and said, this is for you.
Hasta que al final se cabreó y le pegó una bofetada y le dijo, esto es para ti.
Leave my coffee alone.
Y me bebo el café yo solo.
So he drank his coffee.
Se tomó el café.
While the French guy run away.
Y el francés se largó.
So scared.
Con la cara hinchada.
Face. Still saying, for me.
Y seguía diciendo, hormiga.
Ow.
Ay.
Okay. So after he drinks the coffee,
Después de
the other French guy who understand that he's American go and show him that there is an ant still lingering in the bottom of the coffee after he drink. The ant cling to the bottom and still there. So he say, for me means ant. He wants you not to drink it because there's an ant in your coffee cup. Do you understand now? Oh, the American feels so bad.
Cuando acabó de tomarse el café, otro francés se acercó y le dijo, for me significa hormiga, no que el café sea para ti. Entonces el americano se sintió tan mal.
Yes. So he felt so bad. He went home, he could not sleep.
Cuando se fue a casa no podía dormir.
Early next morning, he went back to that coffee shop again, waiting, hoping the French would come back and he will apologize to him and then maybe invite him for a coffee to be friends.
El americano se levantó al día siguiente y volvió al café con la esperanza de encontrarse otra vez al francés y pedirle perdón y que fueran amigos.
He waited and
Esperó.
Of course, the French guy came.
Y hasta que volvió el francés.
And the French came and saw the American. He was very scared. Already, he's scared. he wanted to go out of the door. He's walking backward out the door.
Y cuando lo vio, estaba tan asustado, quería largarse corriendo.
The American said, "No, come here, come here."
Y el americano le decía, no, ven aquí, ven aquí.
And the French heard it like, "Come here," I mean, like yesterday.
Y el francés... Y el francés, al decirle come here, entendía algo parecido en francés, significa ven aquí, ven aquí.
Come here, I mean, just like yesterday, huh? So the French run even faster.
El francés entendía como ayer, entonces quería correr más.
And the American run behind him, keep saying, "No, come here, come here."
Y el americano seguía detrás diciéndole, ven aquí, pero el francés entendía como ayer.
And the French run faster and say, "No, no, no, come here, no, come here."
Y el francés corría más rápido diciendo, no,
"No, come here, please, no, come here, no."
No, nada de venga aquí, ¿no?
Do you understand my point?
¿Entendéis lo que quiero decir?
Okay, very difficult
Muy difícil.
to master a language if you do not learn it from childhood.
Muy difícil dominar una lengua si no se aprende desde la infancia.
Well, so maybe it is better, it is time, at least, if nobody else listen, we learn one language, and I suggest English. But if you don't like, you could learn French or Spanish or Chinese. Of course, the more the better if you have time. But English to start with because it's more simple and the more people speak. Is that right? Am I right?
Sí.
Okay,
Así,
then we do that.
así que os aconsejo que todos aprendamos la misma lengua y hoy sugiero el inglés porque es más fácil. O aprendéis español o francés, pero el inglés es el que la habla más gente.
Miracles do happen, but except miracles, everywhere in the world you can find some people who know English and you can help you right away.
Los milagros a veces pasan, pero es muy fácil, frecuente que encontréis a alguien en el mundo que habla inglés y que os entendáis con él inmediatamente.
Language is very important.
La lengua es muy importante.
How often you go outside in another foreign land, and even though you just speak a few broken their language, they're so happy, no?
Yeah. Muchas veces vais a un país extranjero y aunque habléis unas cuantas palabras de su idioma, unas pocas palabras de su idioma, se sienten tan felices.
But it's a pity that we don't have enough time in our life to learn all the languages, which are all very beautiful, very, very amazing.
Pero es una lástima que en nuestra vida no tengamos tiempo de aprender todas las lenguas que son tan bonitas, tan maravillosas.
Yes. So at least we learn English. So if we get into trouble, we can always find someone, even a taxi driver speak English, a coffee shop owner speak English, a waiter speak English. From then you can get help, you can understand each other already, yeah? To begin.
Así que al menos aprendemos inglés y siempre encontraremos a alguien que lo sepa, incluso un taxista, un propietario de una tienda, cualquiera sabe hablar un poco de inglés y nos podemos entender.
Anywhere you can find someone who speaks English, yeah?
En cualquier lado podemos encontrar a alguien que hable inglés.
At least you can help yourself. That's my humble advice.
Y así podemos encontrar ayuda para nosotros mismos. Es mi humilde consejo.
If you're stranded in a country and you don't know where you are and where you're going and you're hungry and you need some food and all that, and if you don't speak that language, what to do? Yeah? At least English, yeah? And always somebody somewhere would speak English.
Te pierdes en un país y no conoces la lengua y estás cansado, tienes hambre, ¿qué haces? Por lo menos inglés. En cualquier país siempre habrá alguien que sepa inglés.
That's my experience.
Y es mi experiencia.
Yeah? How about yours?
¿Y qué tal la vuestra?
It's the same? Yes. All right.
¿Lo mismo?
Then I guess we can start getting our kids learning English, maybe privately, better than nothing.
Tenemos que empezar por lo menos haciendo que nuestros niños aprendan inglés, aunque sea privadamente, por lo privado, pero está bien.
You get a private teacher or initiate who needs an extra money, teach them some basic English. If the school don't teach English or they're too young to be taught English in your school, because sometimes they don't start teaching a foreign language until they're high school, you know. It's too late then.
Así que conseguimos un profesor privado o un hermano iniciado que necesite dinero extra y que empiecen a aprender inglés. Porque a veces si son demasiado les enseñen en el colegio. A lo mejor no empiezan a estudiar inglés hasta que llegan a la secundaria y entonces es demasiado tarde.
Just that in my travel experience, it helps me a lot. Yeah, to clear misunderstanding, to find the destination, to find the necessity.
No es porque yo sea ciudadana británica nacionalizada, sino porque en mis viajes lo he encontrado muy útil en caso de necesidad o en caso de que necesites ayuda.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you can organize one English teacher for the whole Malaga Center or Madrid Center, you know, for your kids, yeah, or for yourself. Learn as much as you can with the teacher, and later you buy disc, yeah, tape, you listen when you sleep. You can listen all day with music or just for a while, and then you get the hang of it.
Quizá podéis organizar un profesor de inglés para todo el centro de Málaga o para todo el centro de Madrid y después podéis escuchar inglés con los auriculares en cualquier momento del día.
Nowadays there are fast ways to learn English as well. I heard that. They have a different way to learn very quick a language.
Hay una forma muy rápida para aprender inglés. He oído.
Not just English, any language.
Cualquier lengua.
Of course, don't ask me for maybe a tape from any tribe in Africa. Maybe they don't have.
No tenéis ninguna grabación de una tribu de África porque seguramente no tienen.
Or maybe some remote local language of Vietnam in the mountain.
O alguna lengua remota de las montañas del Vietnam porque no tienen.
But to find some popular language like English, French, German, Italian or Spanish or Portuguese, I don't think it's very difficult.
Pero no es nada difícil encontrar grabaciones de inglés, francés, español, alemán, italiano. Eso no es difícil.
If possible, demand for the quick learning method.
Si es posible, pedir el método más rápido de aprendizaje.
We are the immediate enlightenment people. We want anything quick.
Queremos rápidamente, somos la gente del método de iluminación inmediata.
After you learn the basic, you continue trying to read newspapers or read my lecture if you don't like newspapers. Because in our magazine, also in English, we have also news around the world, you know, or you listen to our program in English, and the more you listen, the more you understand, the more you read, the more you capiche.
Y después de aprender lo básico, empezáis a leer las revistas, las conferencias o el canal de televisión y cuanto más oigáis, más aprendéis.
Yeah, you are lucky because I also speak in English and my English very simple.
Ahí tenéis suerte porque yo también hablo inglés y mi inglés es muy simple.
So that even foreigners can understand if you know the basic English.
E incluso los extranjeros lo pueden entender si sabes el inglés básico.
Whatever words you don't understand in any article, you highlight it, go home, look in dictionary or look in computer.
Así que si leéis un artículo y hay palabras que no entendéis, las subrayáis y cuando lleguéis a casa las buscáis en un diccionario o un ordenador.
And that's how you learn.
Y así aprendéis.
Okay? That is so much about language.
Mucho sobre lengua.
And now, because we always interacting with each other, there's always English people, so you try to talk to them, him, her, whatever, first in broken English, but then that's how you correct yourself.
Y como hay muchas personas que saben hablar inglés entre nosotros, empezamos a hablar inglés primero en un inglés balbuceante, básico, y después poco a poco vamos mejorando.
I said English because in many countries people do learn English because it's easier to find an English interpreter or somebody who speaks English than to find a German speaking or a French speaking or Portuguese in my travel experience. Yeah, in any country, it's easier to find an English speaking person of that native land. Is that not right? Yes. How about your opinion? Is the same experience?
Yes.
Yes, it's easier, right? But if you want to find a German speaking, I don't know. French, I really don't know.
En inglés es mucho más fácil encontrar un hablante de inglés, vayas al país que vayas. Sin embargo, es mucho más difícil hablar a uno que hable alemán o uno que hable francés en cualquier país que vayas.
Sometimes if I got lost, sometimes I look at the person, I ask, okay, sprechen Sie Deutsch? No.
A veces me pierdo y voy a una persona y le digo, ¿hablas alemán, hablas francés? Y no.
你讲国语? No.
Eso ya no lo sé, pero es que no.
Nói tiếng Việt không?
Yo
Không.
tampoco. Chino.
You speak English? Yes, yes.
¿Hablas inglés? Sí, sí.
Right? Yeah. So, you know that already, huh? Okay. So since we already have a very convenient, easy to learn and popular languages, then why don't we just learn that?
Así que si tenemos una lengua cómoda, fácil y muy popular, ¿por qué no aprender esa?
Not because we prefer the English people, it's just their language is okay and we use it for our convenience.
No es que prefiramos a la gente inglesa, es que la lengua está muy bien y la utilizamos para nuestra comodidad.
And then if you learn English, you will find that the English people are very fine also. Very good
Entonces, si
people.
aprendéis inglés, encontraréis que la gente inglesa es muy agradable también.
Easy to be friend with.
Fácil hacerse amigo de ellos.
They're open,
Muy abiertos.
easy.
Fácil.
You see? Just like their language.
Como su lengua.
So since we already have a very convenient, easy to learn and popular languages, then why don't we just learn that?
Así que si tenemos una lengua cómoda, fácil y muy popular, ¿por qué no aprender esa?
Not because we prefer the English people, it's just their language is okay and we use it for our convenience.
No es que prefiramos a la gente inglesa, es que la lengua está muy bien y la utilizamos para nuestra comodidad.
And then if you learn English, you will find that the English people are very fine also. Very
Entonces,
good
si
people.
aprendéis inglés, encontraréis que la gente inglesa es muy agradable también.
Easy to be friend with.
Fácil hacerse amigo de ellos.
They're open,
Muy abiertos.
easy.
Fácil.
You see? Just like their language.
Como su lengua.
That's why before a long time the English people has go around the world and convert many countries into the English Commonwealth. And after they left those countries, they are still beloved by the native people. And they look back at the English policy before the English people left, they feel kind of nostalgia. They welcome the English to come back. I mean, with their visa, it's easy for the English to go many countries because the native people still like the English at the time they were, present in their country and governing their country.
Los ingleses se extendieron por muchos países del mundo y formaron lo que se llamó la Commonwealth. Y cuando se marcharon de allí, las personas de aquellos países todavía los valoran, los aprecian y se sienten unidos a ellos de alguna manera.
Of course, I didn't say that they're all that perfect. You know, every government make mistakes anywhere, anytime. But overall, the English, the British are beloved by those countries that has been governed by them.
Los ingleses, en todos los gobiernos se cometen errores a veces, pero en la mayoría de los países en los que los ingleses han gobernado, actualmente todavía los aprecian o los aman.
That's according to history and according to my travel experience, it's like that. The English passport, much welcome in many countries.
De acuerdo con mi experiencia que voy bajando, que con los viajes que hago, el pasaporte inglés todavía se aprecia en la mayoría de esos países.
You know that, right? Yes or no?
¿Lo sabéis o no?
Oh, I need to hear. Not just nod your head like that. I don't understand that language. What language is that?
No entiendo la lengua del cabezazo. ¿Qué lengua es esa?
It's body language, I know. But body language, be careful. To the Indian, if he say this, mean yes.
Cuidado con el lenguaje corporal.
When he
Porque
shake his head, mean yes, so you be careful.
en los indios es al revés.
Okay.
En India,
so
cuando-
if you go to India, if you want to say yes, you say,
En
okay?
India, cuando se quiere decir que sí, es como aquí cuando se dice no.
Say to shake your head like no in England. All right. You see, well, we have all kind of language. Even body language is different.
E incluso el lenguaje corporal es diferente. Hay muchísimas clases de lengua.
In China, if you point finger like this when you talk to somebody, it is very rude.
Sí, en China cuando señalas a alguien con el dedo es muy grosero.
It's a taboo.
Eso es tabú.
They believe it bring bad luck.
Y se cree que trae mala suerte.
Even if it doesn't, it's uncomfortable when somebody talk to you and point finger. You okay? So when you talk to the Chinese, keep your finger in your pocket.
Cuando habléis con los chinos, poneros los dedos en el bolsillo. Ellos se sienten muy mal cuando lo señalan.
Okay? You understood my language? Good.
¿Entendéis mi
Good
lenguaje?
boy. So easy to talk with each other, huh?
Es fácil hablar unos con otros.
But in some country, when you don't know the language, it's okay to talk by hand, huh?
En algunos países, cuando no sabe la lengua, está bien hablar con las manos.
My head. Or whatever. But if you can speak the language, do so.
Pero
yeah?
si podéis hablar la lengua, hacedlo.
I think in many culture, if you point finger at people, it's not too good, is it? Huh?
En la mayoría de las
Try
culturas,
to control it.
si se señala con
Sometimes
el
we get
dedo,
excited.
es grosero, así que controlarlos.
Yeah, but if we can remember, put it somewhere else, okay?
Si nos acordamos, ponerlos en algún otro sitio.
I think that's why we invent the Kuan Yin method, so you keep your fingers intact.
Por eso inventamos el método Kuan Yin, para mantener los dedos en el sitio.
It's not only useful, it don't offend people.
No solo es útil, es que no ofende a las personas.
Keep your finger to yourself.
Guardaros los dedos para vosotros.
All right then, what are we doing now?
¿Y ahora qué hacemos?
What time is it, guys?
¿Qué hora es?
Is it time for lunch or something?
Half past ten now.
Only 10:30?
Yeah.
Oh. Any question before you die?
¿Alguna pregunta antes de morir?
Huh? Huh? Want a what? A fan? Oh, I'm worried, too noisy. Try it. Because the fly, he loves me, but I'm busy, okay? We talk later.
La mosca la está molestando a la maestra y van a poner un ventilador.
Like my dogs, you know, my pets. When I'm talking on the phone, they come and scratching me.
Mis animales de compañía, cuando estoy hablando por teléfono, vienen y se rascan.
Or throw themselves on my lap, you know.
O se tiran encima de mi
with the
regazo.
paw on and scratch me.
Y me piden,
Kiss, all
ráscame,
kind of
ráscame.
thing. Yeah. And yes.
Master, I have considered becoming an ashramite. I have given up my family ties and seek a place in an ashram where I can meditate more.
He take what? You seek what, love?
A position as an ashramite.
Oh, as an ashramite. I thought you said as a termite. I heard like something.
¿Qué?
Something termite. Okay. I don't know. We will talk about that later.
Hablaremos de eso más tarde.
What are you for nationality?
¿Qué nacionalidad tienes?
I'm Danish.
Why do you want to be ashramite?
¿Por qué quieres
I do
ser
not feel attracted
astronauta?
to the way of life that our society is
You feel stressed outside?
¿Te sientes estresado?
stressed. No.
It's not difficult to live in an ashram, yeah, and to be a renunciate. It's not difficult.
No es difícil vivir en un ashram, había entendido astronauta, en un ashram.
The difficult is you have to live together with someone else.
Lo difícil es vivir juntos con alguien más.
And that someone else sometimes always send there to test you.
Y normalmente ese alguien más está allí para probarte, para ponerte a prueba.
From all the people in the world, God always sends somebody to you, the one that you don't like.
Dios siempre te envía, de todas las personas del mundo siempre te envía a la que no te gusta.
He sent me all the time, this kind, I know.
Él me envía a todas horas de esta clase, yo lo sé.
Whatever you don't like, you get. Okay?
Lo que no te gusta, eso es lo que tienes.
Incompatibility, personality conflict. That's the most frequent problem in the ashram, any ashram.
Incompatibilidad de personalidades es el problema más común de cualquier ashram.
Why?
¿Por qué?
Karma,
El karma.
past karma.
El karma pasado.
When you are somehow arranged by the divine to live with someone somewhere together in a dense gathering without outside people, without other, except you two or except your group, is always for the reason to work out the past karma.
Cuando la divinidad organiza que tú estés con una pareja o con un grupo reunidos juntos en un sitio, es siempre por el karma pasado.
Just like husband and wife are there for a reason.
Como marido y mujer es por una razón.
I told you either you have been friends before or you've been enemies.
Quizá habéis sido amigos antes o enemigos.
Mostly enemies, sorry to say.
Lo más probable es que enemigos.
Okay. If you harmonize with each other well the whole lifetime, every day, mostly happy, then you have been friends.
Si te armonizas muy bien y la mayor parte del tiempo con alguien eres feliz, es que antes habéis sido amigos.
Friends including relatives,
Incluyendo parientes,
employer and employee,
empleado y empleador,
good neighbors,
buenos vecinos,
co-partners, business partners.
socios de negocios.
So if in this group, if you have been friends with each other, then this time you will be good with each other. If you have been enemies in any of these groups, then you have often conflict. How often depends on how have you been with each other in the past, how good or how bad.
Entonces, en un grupo, si hay fricciones y enfrentamientos, es que habéis sido enemigos en otras vidas, en el pasado. Depende de cómo hayáis sido de enemigos los enfrentamientos actuales.
Also, when you came into this life, apart from the past karma with each other, you incur more, you acquire more, and this be more or less complicated, more bad or more good, or both, also. It's not just the past life.
Y aparte de las vidas pasadas, cuando nos encarnamos en este mundo, también vamos adquiriendo el karma de este mundo y puede ser mejor o peor dependiendo del karma que cojamos.
But past life decided the most of the events in your couple's life or group life together.
Pero el karma pasado es lo que decide la mayor parte de los sucesos en la vida de pareja o en la vida del grupo actual.
And since most of people cannot see the past life, they blame each other.
Y como la mayor parte de las personas no pueden ver el karma pasado,
Yeah.
pues le echan la culpa a unos a otros
For being bad or good.
por ser buenos o malos.
But nothing like that.
Pero no tiene nada que ver con eso.
Believe me. It's just all karma.
Pero créeme, es solo karma.
99.9% karma.
El 99,9% es karma.
0.1% influence from social environment.
Y el tanto por ciento que falta es la influencia del entorno social.
Yeah. So most people can go in the ashram and like to have a holy idea realized. That is very noble and fine, but very difficult to remember that is all karma.
Así que la gente que quiere ir al ashram tiene un noble ideal sobre la vida de la vida que quiere vivir. Pero el problema es el karma.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you know what it is.
Así que asegúrate de lo que es.
And I told you already, people want to follow me, even worse.
Y ya os lo he dicho antes, si la gente quiere seguirme es incluso peor.
If I send my dog, for example, to a dog salon to groom him, wash him, clean him, shampoo him, and blow dry him, then if he doesn't like it, he blame the barber, the pet groomer.
Si envío a mi perro a un salón para que le arreglen, lo peinen, lo laven, etcétera, etcétera, y no le gusta el peluquero, entonces le echa la culpa al peluquero.
But if I wash him, groom him, take all the thing that he collect in the garden even, all the thorn. Sometimes the dog collect it under the feet and in the hair, all over. It depends on where he go. He can run and then come in, the whole body is flowery, full of small thorn clinging into his hair, and I had to take out one by one. And sometimes it hurt because it's entangled into the hair.
Pero si lo arreglo yo, lo lavo yo y le quito todos los pinchos y todas las espinas y todas las ramitas que coge cuando va por ahí, a veces incluso duele porque se le enredan en el pelo.
So if I wash him, groom him and clean him up, then if he hurt, he blame me.
Pero si yo lo lavo y lo peino y le quito eso del pelo y le duele, entonces me echa la culpa a mí.
That's why I don't wash my dogs anymore.
Así que no los lavo ya.
I send him to the groomer.
Los envío al peluquero para que lo haga.
It's more romantic and loving to wash your own dogs.
Es más romántico el lavar perro.
But I'm too busy.
Pero, vaya.
Also, I don't want him to blame me.
Y no quiero que me eche.
So it's the same.
Así que lo mismo.
People became resident and all that. They love the romantic idea, the noble picture, yeah, of being ashramites. Just leisurely walk in the garden, smell the flower, look into the eyes of the dogs, you know, sit under the olive trees, daydream or meditate. So now you understand our problem, me and you, the future ashramite and the master. Do you understand my problem?
Así que entiendes mi problema entre tú y yo.
You don't understand? Okay, God helps you.
Entonces que Dios te ayude.
Maybe somebody will explain it to him slowly in
Que se lo
slow
explique a
English.
alguien más lento.
In plain English, okay? Everyone born in this world is in debt to some karmic pattern in the past life.
Toda gente encarnada en este mundo responde a un patrón de karma de las vidas pasadas.
If you want to clean fast,
Si queréis limpiarlo rápido,
it's painful.
es doloroso.
You want to clean slow,
Si queréis limpiarlo lentamente,
low level.
un nivel bajo.
So, if you work outside in the world, the people in the world cleanse you.
Si trabajáis fuera en el mundo, la gente del mundo os limpia.
Your boss,
Tu jefe,
your
tus
colleague,
colegas,
your friends, your family,
Amigos,
your
familia.
acquaintance, anyone, clean you every day.
os limpian todos los días.
And you pay mortgage, your debt clean.
Y tú pagas la hipoteca hasta que te limpias.
The fixed karma, I mean. Nah?
El karma fijo.
The future karma, I burn already.
El karma del futuro lo limpié ya.
So, if you are in an environment when it clean you fast, then it's painful. Like your boss scold you a lot, and your colleagues are not very friendly to you. You work in miserable condition. You earn very little. For example.
Si estás en un entorno doloroso, que se meten contigo, tu jefe te riñe o lo que sea, entonces limpias karma rápido.
If you work in a slower environment, it's according to your wish, you know, your subconscious want. God will place you in that kind of situation so that you clean slow or you clean fast.
Si trabajas en un entorno que te limpia más lento, es de acuerdo con lo que Dios te ha puesto de acuerdo con tu estructura mental, lo que tú quieres, en un sitio o en otro. Entonces va más lento.
So sometimes people work in an unfavorable situation, they quit, they go get another job, and they feel better. Ah, this is better.
Así que a veces las personas trabajan en una situación desfavorable y se cambian de trabajo, encuentran un entorno mejor y dicen, bueno, esto está mejor.
It has two situations. Either your karma has been cleansed a lot already, so you don't need to suffer that much anymore, or you enter into a slow process of cleaning, so you feel more comfortable.
Entonces una de dos, o has limpiado ya bastante karma y entras en una situación mejor, o entras en una situación donde el karma se limpia más lentamente.
So if you do not wish to be clean outside, and you want to run away, you want to come in the ashram, you hope for a more tranquil atmosphere and a better progress.
Entonces,
Less suffering. Yeah.
si tú quieres ir fuera y buscar una atmósfera más tranquila, en un proceso más lento, en un ashram, en donde sufrirás menos.
But it's not always like that.
Pero nunca es así.
I told you what you don't like, you get.
Ya te lo digo, lo que no te gusta, eso es lo que vas a tener.
Don't like is your mind don't like.
Si no te gusta, es tu mente la que no le gusta.
But your soul knows what is good for you.
Pero tu alma sabe lo que es bueno para ti.
Hell is terrible,
El infierno es terrible,
but it's really necessary for somebody.
pero es realmente necesario para algunos.
Pardon me to say that.
Perdona por decirte esto.
It's whatever the subconscious feel that he deserve, he will get it. The subconscious.
Lo que el subconsciente cree que se merece, eso es lo que consigue.
Because the subconscious contain all the bad and good information of us for this lifetime.
Porque el subconsciente contiene toda la buena y mala información para nosotros en esta vida.
Carry over from the last lives.
La trae desde la última vida.
So whatever is destined for us in this lifetime is bound to happen.
Así que cualquier cosa que que nos ocurre en esta vida estaba preparado que ocurriera así.
The Kuan method cleans also a lot and help you to smooth out the path, but doesn't mean you can avoid it completely. It's whatever the subconscious feel that he deserve, he will get it. The subconscious.
Lo que el subconsciente cree que se merece, eso es lo que consigue.
Because the subconscious contain all the bad and good information of us for this lifetime.
Porque el subconsciente contiene toda la buena y mala información para nosotros en esta vida.
Carry over from the last lives.
La trae desde la última vida.
So whatever is destined for us in this lifetime is bound to happen.
Así que cualquier cosa que que nos ocurre en esta vida estaba preparado que ocurriera así.
The Kuan method cleans also a lot and help you to smooth out the path, but doesn't mean you can avoid it completely.
El método Kuan Yin suaviza mucho el camino y reduce mucho el problema,
Yeah.
pero no lo evita completamente.
If it's small, it's easy to clean, but if it's so great, such a great and very burdensome karma, then it takes longer time, very difficult.
Y si es poquito, sí que lo puede quitar, pero si es una gran carga de karma, lleva muchísimo más tiempo.
So you understand, if you have an illusion, like you go into an ashram and you will just be peaceful and do not much, think of master, meditate all day long, maybe you can get it. But I'm not sure it will help you in the progress that much.
O sea, así que si tienes la idea de irte a un ashram y de allí meditar tranquilamente y de que eso va a ir mejor, pues hazlo. Pero no es seguro de que sea así.
Yeah, there are two things difficult to overcome.
Hay dos cosas difíciles de superar.
Your past life karma for this life,
El karma de tu vida pasada para esta vida.
and above all, last but not least, your ego.
Y sobre todo tu ego.
The more burden your karma in the past, the less the ego can bear.
Cuanto más pesado sea el karma de tu vida pasada, menos lo puede soportar el ego.
The ego has been taught that he's a doctor, he's a PhD, he's a professor, he is a lawyer, he is somebody, he knows what to do, he knows this, he knows that. Okay?
El ego ha sido enseñado, se le ha enseñado al ego que él es el doctor, que él es el médico, que él sabe lo que tiene que hacer, qué es lo bueno y qué es lo malo.
And the ego have a lot of friends or supporters who have the same idea.
Y el ego tiene muchos amigos y animadores que tienen la misma idea.
So the ego has been very comfortable in that zone.
Así que el ego se siente muy cómodo en esa situación.
Now suddenly the ego has been exposed to some different environment where the ego become nobody, a small potato perhaps.
Y de repente el ego se siente en un entorno en el que no es nadie, que es una patata pequeña.
So of course he don't like it.
Así que no le gusta.
Nobody likes it.
No, a nadie le gusta eso.
Very difficult. And the more he doesn't like, the more he revolt.
Y cuanto menos le gusta, más patalea.
The more he revolt, the more conflict.
Y cuanto más se enfrenta a ello, más conflictos.
The more conflict, the more revolt.
Pero cuanto más conflictos, pues peor se siente. Y es un círculo vicioso.
Blee, 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 blee. Yeah? Blah, blah.
Y bla, bla, bla.
See that? He's used to with blah, 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 blah. And I say blee, blee, blee. He don't know what is that. So I have to say to him blah. And then he understand. Just one word blah and he understand the whole blee, blee, blee. See, the ego is like that.
El ego es así.
The ego is nothing but the ignorant trace of our human nature, of the mind, of the brain.
Solamente es una parte del cuerpo humano, de la mente.
Trace of our ignorance of the mind.
El rasgo de la mente, el rasgo de la ignorancia de nuestra mente.
Okay. It's not us. It's not our real self.
No es nuestro ser real.
It's not our soul.
No es nuestra alma.
But pitifully, we cling to that ego. is me. You hurt my feeling.
Pero desafortunadamente nos cogemos a ese ego.
You scold me.
Creemos que somos nosotros.
Me.
Me riñes a mí.
Nobody ever talked to me like that before.
Nadie me ha hablado a mí de esa forma antes.
I am Smith Gordian. I'm somebody.
Yo soy alguien.
But you don't know, you are not Smith Gordian. You are bigger than that. You're great.
Tú eres más grande que eso. Tú eres genial.
You are the most magnificent creation that God ever created.
Eres la creación más magnífica que Dios ha creado nunca.
So it doesn't matter if the whole world scolds Smith Gordian. It has nothing to do with you.
Así que no importa si todo el mundo le riñe al ego. No tiene nada que ver contigo.
Even if the world kill you, has nothing to do with you.
Incluso aunque el mundo te mate, no tiene nada que ver contigo.
Let your body die so that you live.
Así que deja tu mente morir de forma que vivas.
Let your ego go so you can be free.
Y deja tu ego ir de forma que seas libre.
Do you understand or not?
¿Lo entendéis o no?
Yeah. I know you understand.
Sé que lo entendéis.
Because I speak English and
Porque
you know.
explico inglés y
Theoretically, you understand everything absolutely before I even say it.
en teoría lo entendéis todo, incluso antes de que lo diga en teoría.
But wait until you practice it.
Pero espérate que lo practiquéis.
Wait until you practice it. Yes.
Espera que lo practiquéis.
Yeah, how many times in the retreat you heard people complain to me openly
¿Cuántas veces en un retiro la gente se queja a mí abiertamente?
about how she has been treated badly the moment she arrived?
¿Y de qué mal he sido tratado desde el momento en que llegué?
How he has been made to pick up his luggage from the car and then bring it back in the car again and bring it out again because the ashramite don't know what he's doing. The stupid resident, whoever that can be.
Porque me han dicho que saque el equipaje del coche y que lo vuelva a meter no sé cuántas veces porque el estúpido de residente del ashram ese me ha dicho que lo haga.
And how many times you heard complain even about the toilet and the bathroom, and I heard it all.
¿Y cuántas veces la gente se queja del váter y de la ducha y lo tengo que oír?
Yes, coming to a retreat.
Viniendo al retiro.
You're supposed to leave your ego at home. You meet him later.
Se supone que os habéis dejado al ego en casa.
Believe me, nobody wants your ego.
Creedme, nadie quiere vuestro ego.
Even if you give it for free,
Incluso si lo dais gratis.
nobody buy it
Nadie lo va a comprar.
because they have their own.
Porque cada uno tiene el suyo.
Theirs bigger than yours.
Y
Often.
vuestro. Y es más grande que el vuestro.
If they clap too loud, you wait until they get over their
Yeah.
excitement, then you translate. Otherwise, your poor Spanish-speaking people don't understand. You
Yeah.
translate again that sentence.
Y decía la maestra que nadie lo quiere aunque lo regaléis porque el ego de cada uno es más grande que el vuestro.
Yeah, all right. Very difficult for our mind to really be humble,
Es difícil para nuestra mente ser realmente humildes,
so that our soul can grow big,
de manera que nuestra alma crezca más grande
can be free from the clutch of this ego and the mind, the trap.
y que se libere de las ataduras y de las trampas de este ego.
Imagine how free you can be if the whole world stand in front of you, throw dirt at you, throw filth at you, screaming at you, call you all kind of worst names in the world, and you feel happy inside. Imagine.
Imaginaros qué libres seríais si todo el mundo estuviera delante de vosotros tirándoos cosas y porquerías, insultándoos, diciéndoos lo peor de este mundo y mientras tanto vosotros os sintieseis felices.
Imagine that person.
Imaginaros esa persona.
There is a master in a Muslim spiritual history.
Hay un maestro espiritual en la historia de los musulmanes
I'm going to tell you how free he was.
y voy a deciros todo lo libre que era.
Okay. At that time, dates back many centuries ago, Muslim is still, of course, forbidden, like any other new things, a new religion or new interpretation of the old doctrine. Anything new movement always forbidden anywhere, and above all, the Muslim movement at that time in history.
Hace muchos siglos lo musulmán estaba prohibido como cualquier movimiento nuevo en cualquier religión. Al principio estaba prohibido.
So all the master of the Muslim faith at that time was very careful about what they were saying.
Así que todos los maestros de los musulmanes en aquella época tenían mucho cuidado con lo que estaban diciendo, porque lo musulmán estaba prohibido.
As not to offend the believer of the a different interpretation of the old doctrine.
Así que hablaban con mucho cuidado para no ofender a todos los seguidores de las antiguas doctrinas.
Although the Muslim master at that time, they call it Sufism, at that time doesn't teach anything outside of the doctrine. They're just more enlightened and they explain it in a true way.
Aunque el maestro de aquella nueva versión, llamada los sufistas, la versión no hablaba abiertamente.
And there is one master who is not afraid.
Había un maestro que no tenía miedo.
Because he knows too much. He knows everything, so he just decided to tell the truth. He went in the marketplace and announced it to everybody, I am the truth. I am that.
Entonces él sabía mucho y decidió ir al mercado y hablar abiertamente de su doctrina y sobre quién era él.
And he understood, like Jesus died for the sin of the people, he understood that.
Que murió por los pecados de las personas. Yo perfectamente.
Yes. So he also was willing to die for the sinners. Not only the believer of the Sufism at that time, but for all the people, whoever possible.
No solo por los pecados de los seguidores de la secta sufí, sino por los pecados de todas las personas.
He knew that if he proclaimed the truth, he would die. He would be on the gallows.
Él sabía que si proclamaba la verdad moriría.
All the teachers, contemporary master of Sufism that time, warned him that, and he knew it.
Todos los maestros contemporáneos de aquella época lo sabían, querían que él muriera, y él lo sabía.
One master told him that soon you will redden the gallows with your own blood if you talk like that.
Un maestro incluso le dijo, dentro de poco pondrás roja la de la horca con tu propia sangre.
But he still do it, and he said, come, all of you, please kill me, and then you will be blessed, and other people will be blessed also. I am not afraid to die for you.
Pero él dijo, venid, matadme, y todos seréis bendecidos.
So, of course, they kill him. Many people don't want. Many people in the government refuse to kill him. But one new prime minister was eager to prove his power. He decided to kill this master. I forgot his name. It's in Islam. It's difficult for me to remember.
Y hubo un primer ministro que quería mostrar su poder, y aunque los demás no querían matarlo, él decidió matarlo.
So all his disciples and friends and so-called previous teachers come to him and say, please, can you change your sentence? Just say something else, then you will not die, please.
Así que los otros discípulos y maestros dijeron, por favor, cambia un poco de tus enseñanzas y así no morirás.
Say you meant something else, say you were mistake, you make mistake, you say something mistakenly, you did not mean that. Then we can protect you.
Di que te habías equivocado, que no querías decir eso, y así te podremos proteger.
But he even go out, talk louder. I am the truth. Listen, I am the truth. I am the only truth.
Pero incluso él lo decía más alto, yo soy la verdad, escuchadme a mí, yo soy la verdad.
So the prime minister imprisoned him and then killed him.
Así que el primer ministro lo metió en prisión y luego lo mató.
But it's a horrible death.
Pero con una muerte horrible.
First, they cut his hands off.
Primero le cortó las manos.
And he still talk.
Y todavía
he still
siguió.
sing the glory of God and the truth.
Y todavía siguió hablando, proclamando la gloria de Dios y la verdad.
And he put the stump of his hand all over on his face, and people ask why. Why did you put blood on your face?
Y él se puso los miembros cortados por su cara y se llenó la cara de sangre y la gente le preguntaba, ¿por qué pones sangre en tu cara?
He say, because I'm losing blood so much, my face become pale. I'm worried people think I'm afraid, so I put some color on it.
Y él les contestó, porque como estoy perdiendo mucha sangre, mi cara se está poniendo pálida y no quiero que la gente crea que tengo miedo.
And next, they cut his legs off.
Así que después le cortaron las piernas.
And he said, I have something which doesn't need hands, doesn't need legs, but can go anywhere. Try to chop that.
Tengo algo para lo que no necesito las manos ni las piernas para ir allí, así que intentad cortar eso.
And later they pluck his eyes out.
Luego le sacaron los ojos.
Everybody screamed.
Todo el mundo lloraba.
But he said, I have a body who don't need eyes and can see everything. Try to pluck that out.
Pero él dijo, tengo un cuerpo que no necesita ojos para verlo todo. Intentar sacarme esos ojos.
And later, they want to cut his tongue out too.
Y más tarde le cortaron la lengua.
Before that, he said, please let me say something first.
Pero él dijo, por favor, antes.
And he sing all the glory of God and the truth, and then they cut his tongue out and he cannot speak anymore.
Y cantó las glorias de Dios y la verdad, y después le cortaron la lengua y ya no pudo hablar más.
But he has never been afraid.
Pero nunca tuvo miedo.
Maybe pain, but not afraid. And they let him hang in the wall of the city like that for 3 days before they kill him, before they chop his head off.
Le dejaron colgar de las murallas de la ciudad durante 3 días antes de que le cortaron las manos.
This is very extreme.
Esto es muy extremo.
The time of his time is like that.
Pero aquella época era así.
There's always 1 or 2 persons who goes against the truth.
Solo había 1 o 2 personas que fueran
Or a group, a small group.
Solo un pequeño grupo.
That's enough to damage or kill the master.
Y eso era suficiente para matar al maestro.
The time of Jesus, you also know, huh? The head of the government of that region at that time did not want to kill him. But people complain, you know, the one who has interest in something else pleaded with the government at that time to kill Jesus. So he said, I wash my hand of this man's innocent blood. He let him be killed, but he knows Jesus was innocent.
En tiempos de Jesús era lo mismo. El jefe del gobierno de aquella región no quería matarlo. Incluso él dijo, me lavo las manos de este asesinato. Pero había gente que tenía intereses en aquella época y presionaron y se quejaron hasta que lo mataron.
And same with that Muslim master that I have told you. Jesus also was not afraid. And even at the last painful minutes of his life, blessed the person, the criminal next to him.
Igual que el
Yeah.
maestro musulmán, Jesús tampoco tenía miedo. Incluso hasta el último momento estuvo bendiciendo a aquellas personas que lo estaban matando.
See, all these masters, they have been known and beloved at that time, and they continue to be beloved in the hearts of the people throughout history because they're so great. Their ego is zero. They die, but they live forever.
Así que este maestro antiguo ha seguido siendo amado y venerado en los corazones de todos sus discípulos desde aquella época hasta nuestros días, todo este tiempo. Su ego era cero.
I don't ask you to imitate these great saints.
No os pido que imitéis a este gran santo.
I'm just telling you, it's difficult to be great.
Solo os digo que es difícil ser grande.
You have to truly forsake everything.
Verdaderamente tenéis que olvidarlo todo,
especially your ego.
especialmente vuestro ego.
I wanted to train many, become Kuan messenger, but one by one, I have to go.
He intentado entrenar a muchos para ser mensajeros Kuan Yin, pero uno tras otro tienen que irse.
Very difficult to conquer yourself.
Muy difícil conquistarse uno mismo.
Very difficult. Only when it tested, then you know how big your ego is.
Solo cuando se intenta, uno sabe cuán grande es su ego.
One time somebody asked me that I used to be more humble than now. You're wrong.
Alguien me dijo alguna vez que yo solía ser más humilde que ahora. Estaba equivocado.
With you, I don't want to be humble. You know me.
Con vosotros quiero ser humilde, ya me conocéis.
I'm not here to show you my humility.
No estoy aquí para mostraros mi humildad,
So that you can praise me. I'm the most humble person or master in the whole world.
para que me alabéis y digáis que soy la persona más humilde de este mundo.
I am here to make you humble.
Estoy aquí para haceros humildes
So that you be great.
y que seáis grandes,
Whatever mean I can.
de cualquier forma que yo pueda.
If you live with me, you go out with me, see how I deal with other people, then you would know I'm humble or not. With you, you cannot tell.
Si vivierais conmigo y me vierais con otras personas, sabríais si soy humilde o no.
Outside, I respect the lowest rank of the police. I respect the taxi driver. I respect the waiter. I treat them like my best friends.
Fuera de aquí yo respeto al más humilde, respeto al taxista, respeto al último grado de la policía. Los trato como si fuera yo mismo.
I'm very humble.
Soy muy humilde.
Yesterday, my driver did something, wrong turn in France. I don't even know what it is. But the police stopped us.
Ayer mi conductor hizo un giro incorrecto y la policía nos paró.
They were very stern at the first, but because I was very humble, I say, we are sorry if we did something wrong. You know, my driver is tired and we from outside of France and we do not know the road and we probably overlook the sign and we am very sorry. If anything I can do to make up for the mistake, if we have made a mistake, please forgive us and we will mend it, yeah? And he immediately softened. He said, oh, are you lost? Where you want to go? You know? So I told him where I want to go. I just say the next city, you know? And he said, okay, you turn this way, you go straight and you see the sign. No ticket, no word of harsh, nothing.
Al principio estaban muy enfadados, pero yo me mostré humilde y le dije, mire, perdone, mi conductor está muy cansado, hemos hecho algo mal, pues haremos cualquier cosa. Entonces, poco a poco se suavizaron y acabaron entendiéndolo, incluso no nos pusieron ninguna multa y nos dejaron seguir.
So when we are wrong, okay, we say sorry, no matter who we are, yeah? It wasn't my fault, of course I wasn't driving, but I know my driver must have done something, yeah? That the police stopped us. I say, stop, roll down your window and wait and show your driver license. That's all we do, you know. And he showed the driver license. And meanwhile, I talked to the chief, you know, outside. I would walk out and say, "We're sorry, we have done something wrong." He said, "Yes, it's interdit or whatever. Interdit mean forbidden. The way we did." I said, "Oh, very sorry if we did that. Very sorry. My driver's tired." And I talked to him in his language, important. But later he knows that I speak English, so he speak English to me. And he showed me the way and everything. You understand? So if you were with me at that time, you will see how humble I really am. Because I was really humble. I don't pretend. Because if we are wrong, we are wrong. Even if my driver is wrong, I am wrong too. We're in the car together. I cannot say I'm innocent. It's him. It's him. You punish him, okay? Nothing to do with me. I sit there, I'm innocent. You can't do that. You're together. So I say we are very deeply sorry. Yeah? We didn't mean to. And then he softened his smile and he showed me the way. Humility have to be used in a different way, in a proper situation. You can't just be humble all the time. For what reason? You don't know my humility.
No sabéis mi humildad.
I hide it.
Yo la escondo.
I hide it.
La escondo.
Okay? With you, I hide it.
Con vosotros la escondo.
Because I want to show you all the great quality of yourself.
Porque quiero mostraros la gran cualidad de vosotros mismos.
I'm here not to display my humility.
No es para mostraros mi humildad.
I'm here to tell you the more important thing about yourself.
Estoy aquí para deciros las cosas más importantes sobre vosotros mismos.
What's the use of my humility here? How do I serve you with my humility? If it serves you, I give it to you.
¿Para qué os sirve a vosotros mi humildad? Si os sirviera, yo os la daría.
If it makes you more happy or become more enlightened, I would bow to you on my knees. I would do that. I could. No harm in doing that. You want me to show it?
No, please, master, no.
It's no big deal.
No. Si os sirviera, os hiciera más iluminados, me arrodillaría delante de vosotros. ¿Os sirve eso para algo?
Just a body.
Es solo el cuerpo.
Even if you beat me up, it's just my body.
Incluso si me pegáis, es solo el cuerpo.
You understand?
¿Lo entendéis?
Humility is not like you always bow to. It's your attitude. It's your inner understanding and respect for others. Yeah? Inside.
La humildad no es una actitud externa, es algo que es interior, es una cualidad interior.
And if you understand the inside, you show it outside. It's easy. It
si-
just come out naturally.
Y si lo entendéis en el interior, sale naturalmente al exterior.
Yeah, what do you think?
¿Qué pensáis?
I tell to the police, you don't know who I am? You look at the SM television and you know who I am. How dare you talk to me like this? Would I say that?
¿Creéis que si le hubiera dicho al policía, pero ¿con quién te crees que estás hablando? Yo salgo en la televisión de la Maestra Suprema Chinhaya, ¿con quién te crees que estás hablando? ¿Creéis que hubiera
¿Ah?
actuado de esa forma conmigo?
So? No, huh? Oh, sure not. That is humility, okay?
Eso es la humildad.
Because you want to know, I tell you. Otherwise, I don't care.
Porque queréis saberlo, os lo digo. Si no, ni me molestaría.
And this is not the last and not the worst, no.
Y no es lo último y no es lo peor.
Because of you,
Por vosotros.
I've been humiliated countless of occasion and times.
He sido humillada en ocasiones incontables.
Even because of just the refugees who are not even my disciples.
Incluso por los refugiados, ni siquiera.
I have to beg somebody who is a nobody.
A veces he tenido que rogar y pedir.
I have to sit under the sun on the dirty ground for hours on end, hoping that I can go in the refugee camp and see the Vietnamese refugees.
He tenido que estar durante horas sentada al sol esperando que me dejen ir a un campo de refugiados.
For their sake.
¿Por qué beneficio?
Because of the refugees. What, just a normal soldier, he pointed a gun at my head and ordered me to get out of the camp.
Una vez me pusieron una pistola en la cabeza y me dijeron que
You don't know my humility,
no conocéis mi humildad.
okay?
¿De acuerdo?
So don't ask, don't criticize me. Take care of your own humility.
Así que no preguntéis, no me critiquéis y tener cuidado con vuestra propia humildad.
Just an example, okay?
Es solo un ejemplo.
Right. And I would not stand up to that guy and say, you shoot me, I dare you. Huh? I'm the supreme, this and that. I have my love in heart to come here. I have compassion, that's why I come here. You don't talk to me like that. I wouldn't do that. I just walk out.
Así que yo no me puse delante del hombre aquel a decirle, no me hables así, yo vengo aquí por mi humildad y no me digas esas cosas.
It's not the only thing. One man even punched me because I insist to see a president just to talk about the Vietnamese refugees. And because he's a spy or something, you know, he hit me
Uno
to
incluso
protect the president.
uno insistía en ver a los refugiados, uno incluso me pegó porque él era un guardaespaldas del presidente.
So what do? I stand up and slap him back
¿Qué
because I'm great?
le
No.
pegó?
That would make it worse for the refugees.
Hubiera para los refugiados si él hubiera pegado.
So I endure everything, and later they become better for the refugees. They feel bad, and they, other people talk to them and make them feel bad about treatment to me like that, and in turn, They treat the refugee in some places better than before. They even accept 5,000 refugees in one country.
Así que lo aguanté y eso fue mejor para los
Because of all
refugiados.
that.
Incluso aceptaron a 5.000 refugiados que entraran en ese país.
It's not recorded, but some journalists saw all this, you know, and they know what I've been helping and doing to that country, so they talk to the president later and the government later, and they change the policy and they keep 5,000 refugees. For example, it works. Humility really helps, believe me. People love people who are humble. Most of people do that. Sincerely humble, not theatrically humble, okay?
Esto no está grabado, pero un periodista lo vio y luego se lo dijo al presidente y entonces reconsideraron su postura y lo admitieron. Creedme, la humildad funciona.
You don't go out and try to get people, provoke people so they punch you and then you say, oh, I'm very humble. Don't do that, please.
No salgáis de aquí y provoquéis a la gente para que os peguen y así digáis, ah, yo soy humilde. Eso no lo hagáis.
You don't deliberately create situation to prove your humility. No, it will come by itself.
No intentéis crear deliberadamente situaciones para probar vuestra humildad. Vendrá por sí mismo.
I tell you that because between me and you, so in case you still doubt that I don't have humility, that you could not, copy me, please do copy. Please do have humility. It's very good for you and for the world.
Os lo digo en caso que creáis que no tengo verdadera humildad. Copiad de mí. Es muy bueno para vosotros y para el mundo.
Most of the war and conflict arise out of the lack of humility.
La mayor parte de los conflictos del mundo ponen de manifiesto la falta de humildad.
Each one wants to be stronger, more powerful, and overpower the other.
Siempre que uno quiere ser más fuerte y dominar sobre el otro.
I have neighbors everywhere, and sometimes they go and at me, but I say, okay, no problem, we do it immediately.
Tengo vecinos que a veces se ponen enfadados conmigo. Inmediatamente le digo, vale, no te preocupes.
If you can do it, just do it.
Si lo podéis hacer, hacerlo.
Yeah. Suppose you stand there and argue back and forth with the neighbors, and then what? What you gain?
Si os enfrentáis una y otra vez a vuestros vecinos, ¿qué ganáis?
I have a very difficult neighbor. Even we just want to spray a little bit on the grass here and there to know where the border is to do something. He come and I call police.
Yo tengo vecinos muy difíciles, incluso.
But he can do it himself. It's okay. Later he do it himself.
Intento escarbar en el margen de la propiedad y enseguida se cabrean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pero luego lo hacen ellos mismos.
Yeah. We live in the farm, in a small farm, and the ex-farmer always burn the thing all over the ground.
Vivimos en una granja.
Burn.
Y en la granja
burn garbage on the
quemamos
ground.
los rastrojos y la basura sobre el suelo.
Like tree branches or some, thing that from the garden, he burns it, and I saw it all over.
Ramas y desperdicios del jardín y los quemamos sobre el suelo.
And that neighbor burned also many times, and smoke come all over to my house. I have to close the windows.
Y el vecino,
I never say anything.
Y el vecino también quema cosas en su parcela y el humo entra en mi casa y entonces tengo que cerrar las ventanas, pero yo no digo nada.
But I burn once only, once all the year I stayed there, once, and he come, I call police right away. You stop it immediately, stop it. I call police right now. Blah 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 blah. I said, oh really? Okay. I put the water on. Okay, he's gone. And he was so astounded, he don't know what to say anymore. He just stood there quiet.
Pero una vez quemé yo en mi parcela los desperdicios y enseguida vino el vecino. Eso está prohibido, voy a llamar a la policía. Y empezó a chillar. Entonces yo cogí un cubo de agua y lo apagué y dije, vale, está bien. Y él se sorprendió de mi reacción.
As if the water had hit his face. He was so shocked, to stand there.
Él estaba tan asombrado que se quedó parado sin saber qué hacer.
The ex-neighbor, the one who lived there before me, used to argue with him all day, every day, and he warned me before I came, saying, that neighbor, very bad, you beware of him.
El que vivía en la casa antes que yo ya me advirtió cuando llegué allí que el vecino de al lado discutía mucho con él, se pasaba el día discutiendo, así que me advirtió, ten cuidado con ese.
So he's not prepared to see a small woman say, oh sorry, if it bugged you, I put it out. He's not used to it. So he just stand there like somebody paralyzed him. And look at me.
Así que no estaba preparado para ver a una mujer pequeña que le dijera, ah, vale, de acuerdo, ahora lo apago, y que tirase agua allí en el fuego.
I said, okay, happy?
Y le dije, ¿qué tal? ¿Estás feliz ahora?
Bye. Yeah, and then he left.
Y él se marchó.
That's it.
Y eso es.
So easy to pour water to put out the fire.
Es muy fácil poner agua y apagar el fuego.
That's the only thing that can put out the fire.
Es la única cosa que puede apagar el fuego.
Yeah? Your non-reaction violent. Non-reaction.
El no reaccionar violentamente.
Non-violence. Yeah.
La no violencia.
It takes two to tango.
Se necesitan dos para bailar el tango.
Okay, huh? Yeah. See, if I react to that policeman, huh? Or I react to the guy who put the gun in my head, then maybe my attendants also feel very heated, you know, protect the master and come in, and then everybody will fight each other, and it will be, what can you imagine? Huh?
Sí.
Somebody get hurt.
Si llego a reaccionar contra el policía o contra aquel que me puso la pistola en la cabeza, entonces mi asistente hubiera intentado proteger a la maestra y ahí hubiera habido una pelea.
I walked out and I cried later.
Salí y lloré otra vez, más tarde.
I cried for the refugees
Lloré por los refugiados,
because they were crying inside the fence, inside the gate.
porque estaban metidos dentro de la valla, detrás de la valla.
And there's nothing I can do at that moment.
No podía hacer nada por ellos en aquel momento.
They say for the security because there's a president election and all that, so they don't allow me to go in. Fine, I say, okay, I understand. But I came from far away. I thought you might, I didn't know there's an election. I thought because last time I could come, so this time I could come. I didn't mean to break any regulation in the camp. So I left.
Resulta que en aquel momento eran las elecciones presidenciales y estaba todo lleno de seguridad. Entonces dije, bueno, no importa, he venido de muy lejos, pero volveré.
This soldier, he didn't mean anything bad to me. I know that. He just do what he's ordered to do.
El soldado no quería perjudicarme, no quería nada malo para mí. Cumplió con su obligación, con lo que tenía que hacer.
So I left and go back to my hotel.
Así que me fui y volví al hotel.
And then, because I wanted to give the refugees something that day, but I could not come in. I wanted to give them some money to buy some cake. It was like I don't remember, some moon festival or anything. I want to give them some money to buy something for the kids and for themselves, but they don't allow me to in. So I just say, okay, well, I just want to give them something, but if you don't let me in, I go. So I went back to the hotel. You know what happened?
Quería darles algo a los refugiados, darles dinero, pero no me dejaron entrar. Así que me volví otra vez al hotel.
My hotel far away from the camp, eh? The camp is far away. I live in the city.
El hotel estaba muy lejos del campo de refugiados, estaba lejos en la ciudad.
I had to take extra aeroplane, private, to go to that area because there's no, otherwise you have to go by boat or something.
Tuve que alquilar un avión privado para ir a esa área, porque era una área remota y no podía ir en avión o en cualquier otra cosa, en barco o en cualquier otra cosa. Tuve que alquilar un avión privado.
So you know what happened when I went back to the hotel that evening?
¿Sabéis lo que pasó cuando volví al hotel aquella tarde?
Guess what happened?
Adivinad qué pasó.
Anybody psychic power?
¿Alguien tiene poderes psíquicos?
I'm allowing you to use it today. Tell me.
Os permito
Tell me
utilizarlos
what you
hoy.
see. Tell me what you see with your crystal ball. Tell me now.
Decidme lo que veis con vuestra bola de cristal. Decídmelo ahora.
Anyone who boasts psychic power, come up here.
¿Alguien que tenga poderes psíquicos que se acerque?
No?
¿Nadie?
No? Yeah? Sorry?
A phone call from the president.
A phone what, love?
A phone call.
Phone call. from the-
Phone call. Are you
Una
not a
llamada de
psychic?
teléfono.
Maybe he called his subordinate, but he didn't call me. Okay, I tell you, since you don't have any psychic power, just say it.
Como no tenéis ningún poder psíquico, os lo...
Me neither. That evening, that soldier who put the gun to my head and ordered me to get out, he took a couple of refugees, bring it to my room. to my hotel and asked permission to see me. Asked my attendant permission. Yeah. The soldier came with a few refugees and come into my room. And he said he's sorry, he has to do what he did. Because he's ordered from the higher, commander to do that. But he know I'm good. And he hoped that I understand. I said, yes, I understood. I no problem. Yeah.
El soldado trajo a 2 refugiados del campo a mi habitación y me dijo que él hizo lo que le habían ordenado hacer, pero que él sabía que yo era una buena persona.
So and then I said, okay, what can I do for you? What are you here for?
Entonces le dije, ¿qué puedo hacer por ti? ¿Para qué estás aquí?
So he said, because I heard that you say you want to give the refugees some money to buy cakes or candy, you can do it here.
Así que él me dijo, porque he oído que quieres darle a los refugiados dinero para caramelos o para dulces, así que los he traído aquí.
He said, he is the representative of all the refugees in the camp. You give it to him, he go home and buy it for everybody. I said, oh, very good.
Los que trajo eran representantes de todo el campo y por eso los había traído allí, para que les diera el dinero.
So I did give money. At last I achieved my goal, you see, quietly, peacefully, and the refugees still can know I love them and still can get what I want to give them.
Así que conseguí mi propósito y los refugiados entendieron que yo los quería y que estaba allí para amarlos.
Nobody knew this story except 1 or 2 of my attendant which is already gone or died.
Nadie sabe de esta historia excepto 1 o 2 de mis asistentes que ya se han ido o han muerto.
I know happened maybe 15 years or more than 10 years ago.
Ocurrió hace
I
unos
also
15
forgot.
años. Ocurrió hace unos 15 años.
But today, I know we talk about humility, and then by the way, I'm telling you.
Y hoy que estamos hablando de humildad, a propósito, pues os lo digo.
See, suppose I stand up and fight with that guy or argue with him some way, they might even jail me, and even the refugee even get bad effect from that, and they get nothing.
Si hubiera discutido con ese hombre, pues quizá me hubieran metido en prisión y hubiera sido peor para los refugiados porque entonces no hubieran conseguido nada.
By losing, I gain. See?
A través de perder,
You gain.
yo gané.
Yeah. Because I wasn't there to prove to the shoulder who I don't even know, who don't even care about who I am, that I am right, that I am compassionate, that I came here, I don't need to prove, I came there just to comfort the refugees and to give them something for their festival.
Yo no estaba allí para probarle al soldado que tenía razón o que iba a hacer algo bueno, sino simplemente iba a dar algo a los refugiados.
To show my love to them and to give them something materially. So I achieved that, see? Even I go there, I am not allowed to stay there long, but the refugees know I love them. That's one goal, you see? Even if we're not spending hours or days together, the main point is they know I try my best. And the main point is they know I risk everything because I love them. And that comfort them already, you see? I want to comfort them. And I want to deliver some money. You see? I did both. Yeah? So that's the main point, that we accomplish what we want. Not have to fight. The main point, doesn't matter what, you get what you want, and it's good. Why have to prove to that guy? Huh? And he knows it anyway. He knew it. Later on, he came, apologized. That's one story. And another story, the guy who pointing finger at me and insulting me and want to punch me, you know. It didn't hit, but almost. It hurt more when people do this than punch you physically. It's the same.
Y el otro soldado, el que me señalaba con el dedo y me insultaba, no llegó a pegarme, pero a veces cuando te insultan y te dicen cosas es lo mismo.
But I didn't do anything to him because I know he's just eager to protect the president. He know I want to see the president, to talk about the refugees. He doesn't want me to do that.
Pero yo no le dije nada porque sabía que él quería proteger al presidente que estaba haciendo su labor allí. Y él estaba cumpliendo con su misión.
I know the president will be there. I booked the hotel, many rooms for our people. But when, before the president came, they throw us out of that hotel. I have to go find another. Do you understand the humility? How do you feel? We booked, we paid, we got kicked out.
Yo había reservado muchas habitaciones para nosotros en aquel hotel, pero después cuando tuvo que venir el presidente nos tuvimos que ir de allí y encontrar otro.
Last minute, go find another hotel in a small area.
En el último momento tuvimos que encontrar otro hotel en un área muy pequeña. ¿Qué os parece?
Small town.
En una pequeña ciudad.
I had to take an airplane to go there, private airplane, because there's no other way possible.
Era una ciudad pequeña y tuve que coger un avión incluso para llegar allí. No había otro medio.
All I want is just to talk to him about the refugees. He can say yes or no, you know, but they try to prevent because they want to protect the president, and I understand also. I understood.
Solo quería hablar con el presidente para hablarle de los refugiados, pero él quería proteger al presidente.
That guy was sent to accompany our group all the way, and I thought that's hospitality, but no, he was there to keep an eyes on us and to prevent me.
Lo enviaron a nuestro grupo y yo creía que era para mostrarnos su hospitalidad, pero no, era para vigilarnos a nosotros y mantenernos controlados.
I booked long before the president came, many days before we pay, and then when we come, we experience that we don't have rooms anymore. They return the money, get out.
Yo había reservado y pagado dinero con muchos días de antelación, pero cuando llegamos allí pues nos dijeron que no podía ser porque estaba el presidente, nos devolvieron el dinero y tuvimos que buscarnos otro sitio.
Perhaps for the security of the president, I also understand.
Quizás era por la seguridad del presidente, eso también lo entiendo.
Because he will be there, I guess.
Así que como él iba a estar allí...
Okay, fine, we get out, no problem. But that man always stay with us and always try, anytime I try anything, even the slightest movement, he stopped. He stopped me.
El hombre estaba allí con nosotros vigilándonos y cualquier cosa que intentaba hacer, él me paraba. Incluso el movimiento más pequeño, él me paraba.
Finally, he was on the point of losing it and he want to... I didn't even try anything that day, he just gone crazy. And he want to beat me.
Y no es que fuera a intentar nada raro, pero es que él se volvió loco, incluso intentó pegarme.
But I didn't say anything.
Pero no dije nada.
I just stopped his hand aside.
Simplemente le cogí la mano y se la aparté.
And I say, I understand your point, but there's no need to come to this.
Le dije, entiendo tu punto de vista, pero no es necesario llegar a eso.
If something impossible, I will not do it.
Si es algo imposible, pues no lo haré.
I'm just trying to voice the pity situation of somebody who needs help, not because of me. But if it's not possible, then it's okay. There's no need to go to physical violence.
Solo estoy tratando de poner de manifiesto la difícil situación que están pasando estas personas, pero si no me dejas hacerlo, pues no lo haré.
I say, if I can see the president and talk about the refugees, then it's also their luck. And if I cannot, then I will also accept it as the destiny, a fate. So don't worry, don't worry.
Si puedo ver al presidente, bien, y si no, pues será su suerte, será su destino, no te preocupes.
Later he apologized and I said, it's okay, I forgive you already long.
Más tarde él se disculpó.
Long time.
Y le dije, no importa, no pasa nada.
But one of the person who knew me, he is also somebody in the president palace. He fixed the guy later.
Una de las personas, un cargo en el Palacio Presidencial que me conocía a mí, luego puso al chico este en su sitio.
That guy, he's a journalist and he knew all the thing I did for that country, all the good thing we did, out of love, not because of the refugees.
Este hombre era alguien que sabía todo la labor que habíamos hecho por ese país, no solo por los refugiados.
So I heard it later that he go and scold that guy very badly and looked like he gave him a slap or two.
Así que me enteré después de que este hombre había ido y había reñido al hombre que intentó pegarme, incluso le había dado de bofetones en la cara.
I heard about it. Yeah.
Me enteré después.
And the journalist, who protect me, No. Yeah, he was also there and he saw all the thing. Yeah, he didn't do it in front of my face. He didn't fix the guy in front of me. He did it later at home together. And he said to him, "She's a very compassionate person. I mean me, and also a great master. Maybe she forgive you, but I don't." Bang. Bang, bang. Yes.
Así que no delante de mí, sino más tarde, esta persona lo cogió y le dijo, ella es una gran maestra y una buena persona, así que ella quizá pues no te lo ha hecho, pero yo sí que te lo voy a hacer, y le dio 2 bofetones.
So later I asked him and he says, "It's true like that."
Así que más tarde le pregunté y es cierto, eso ocurrió así.
So I said to him, "But why you hit this guy? He's just a poor man.
Y le
He
dije,
just do his job."
¿por qué le has zurrado a este hombre? Es solo un pobre hombre, estaba haciendo su trabajo.
He said, "No, he's not doing his job. He overdo it. He's not allowed to do that, to treat anybody like that."
Y él dijo, no está haciendo su trabajo, se ha pasado, no se le permite tratar a nadie de esa manera.
By doing that, he would tarnish the reputation of the president and the government.
Actuando de esa manera daña la reputación del presidente y del gobierno.
Well, I think he's right. Yes.
Creo que tiene razón,
But I don't agree that he hit the guy.
pero no estoy de acuerdo con que golpease al hombre ese.
But maybe his karma, you know. He's such a poor guy. Yeah?
Así que no solo porque sea humilde, sino porque también sentía compasión por aquel hombre rodeado de guardias fuertes.
Well, maybe it's good that he get hit and then clean the karma, but physically speaking, he would not understand that, you know. He has not been taught by any master. He has not been around spiritual people. He's only deep in his own world. If you want to hit a guy, hit the same size. Yeah? Pick the one of your size. That's what the English say.
Si queréis pegarle a alguien, elegir a uno de vuestro propio tamaño, eso es lo que dicen los ingleses.
It's good, the journalist, he's good intention, yeah? Good intention.
La intención del general era buena, tenía una buena intención.
Because he loves me, he likes me, he knows what I'm doing for his people. And it's correct so. But words is good enough for the sensitive guy like that. Words of wisdom is good enough for him, if he even listen at all. If not, then nothing.
Las palabras eran suficientes para castigar a ese hombre. El general tenía buena intención porque sabía lo que yo quería hacer por su pueblo y mis buenas intenciones, pero con las palabras bastaban, no hacía falta pegarle.
See, the journalist also didn't mean to be bad, né? You cannot say that he's a bad guy or violent. It's not like that. He's not normally like that.
El general no es normalmente una mala persona, no se puede decir que fuera una mala persona, normalmente no actuaba así.
It's just a symbolic that he made.
Es simplemente simbólico que le pegase.
It might hurt, but it doesn't mean violence from his part.
Puede herir, pero puede que hiriese, pero que no implicaba violencia por su parte.
He just see the injustice. You understand me?
Solo significa injusticia.
Yes. So he want to make it equal, you know, for me, for my sake.
Solo quería hacer justicia conmigo.
The type of classical hero.
Es el típico clásico héroe.
Protect the weak and the needy.
Para proteger a los débiles y los que están en necesidad.
Women and children especially.
A las mujeres y los niños especialmente.
The macho.
El macho.
The classical hero.
El héroe clásico.
The one who protect the righteous and punish the wrong.
El que protege al justo y castiga al malo.
All the men have it in them, not just him.
Todos los hombres tienen algo así dentro, no solo él.
Well, I'm glad he is heroic and justice in his own way. You know, for justice in his own way.
Me alegro de que sea heroico y que intente hacer justicia a su manera.
I'm glad he knows what's right, what's wrong.
Me alegro de que supiera lo que está bien y lo que está mal.
But he didn't know 100%.
Pero él no lo sabía al 100%.
After I talked to him, he understand.
Después de que se lo dije, lo entendió.
He has a different social status, different viewpoint, different background, different quality. He's a real man in the world. He has kids, he has wife, he has family, he has house, he's a journalist, he worked for the president palace even.
Tenía un diferente estatus social. Él trabajaba para el presidente, tenía mujer, tenía hijos, tenía su posición en el gobierno.
So of course he wants to protect the reputation of the president, the government and the country and punish the bad guy.
Así que
And protect me as well, revenge for me.
quería proteger la reputación del presidente y su gobierno y sabía quién era el chico malo y quería protegerme a mí.
He has nothing to fear,
No tenía nada que temer.
nothing to consider except the president's prestige and the government's reputation and me, the one that he loved.
Y no tenía nada más en qué pensar que en proteger la reputación del presidente del gobierno y protegerme a mí.
But he forget.
Pero lo olvidó.
Heroism has also consideration.
El heroísmo también tiene que tener consideración.
You don't beat the one who's weaker than you.
No se puede pegar al que es menor que tú.
You don't beat the one who does things in ignorance.
No podéis pegar al que está en la ignorancia.
You don't beat the one who does duty, overdo duty because he doesn't understand.
No podéis pegar a aquel que incluso se excede en su trabajo porque no entiende.
Especially that guy is already weak inside. Yeah?
Especialmente aquel chico era especialmente débil en su interior.
And outside also.
Y en su exterior también.
He's a smaller frame of man. He's not the guy who go into the gym and with dumbbells and smart bells and work out his muscle. He looked weak and, humble.
No tenía pinta incluso de ir al gimnasio y tener unos músculos desarrollados. Parecía más débil y humilde.
He can only hit a small woman like me.
Solo podía pegarle a una pequeña mujer como yo.
But when the journalists come to him, he was very afraid. He cowered already down.
Pero cuando el general se fue hacia él, pues se asustó mucho y se encogió.
Because the journalist is big,
El general era enorme,
muscular,
duro, musculoso,
in and out,
por dentro y por fuera.
and have social status as well.
Y tenía además estatus social.
And if he writes something bad about him on the newspaper, this guy is doomed.
Y si alguien escribía algo malo sobre él en los periódicos, el que escribía lo tenía claro.
He has not only muscle, he has a killer pen.
No solo tenía poder físico, sino además tenía poder de condenar, de dictar sentencia.
People can kill with pen as well.
La gente puede matar también
Not necessarily gun.
con el bolígrafo, con la pluma, no necesariamente con la pistola.
Violence has many forms.
La violencia tiene muchas formas.
Just I heard that somebody want to advertise our program on some magazine, and one of the magazine refused it because another person, a reader, complained that we are not good. So they refused to print your advertisement, one of your countries.
Alguien quería hacer un anuncio en una revista, pero de otra revista le dijeron que nosotros no éramos buenos y entonces rehusaron, no quisieron.
That person used a pen to write a complaint to the newspaper, and they don't. You see? They believe that person.
Aquella persona utilizó un bolígrafo para quejarse al periódico donde queríamos anunciarnos y lo impidió.
Because that person heard something probably not true about me, something bad, but never true about us or about me.
Quizá aquella persona había oído algo malo sobre mí o sobre nosotros, que no sería la verdad, pero lo había oído.
Or see some nonsense on the internet about me.
O que vio alguna tontería en internet sobre mí.
Nowadays, very easy to blacken somebody's name, send some nonsense information into the internet, and anybody can read it.
Cualquiera puede poner cualquier tontería para manchar el nombre de alguien en internet y cualquier otro lo puede leer, es muy fácil.
We invented many beautiful things, magical things like wireless telephone, television telephone, fax telephone, internet telephone, and all kind of magical things. You can send each other mails from thousands of miles away. You can talk to each other thousands of miles away and looking at each other on the phone. It's like I'm talking to you right here. What a magical age. But still some people use it for some bad purposes. And that's a pity.
Qué lástima y qué pena que viviendo en una época mágica como esta, en el que tenemos tantas cosas como la televisión por teléfono o el internet o la televisión sin cable, etcétera, etcétera, y que la gente lo utilice para malos propósitos.
The same with spiritual power.
Lo mismo con el poder espiritual.
The difference between Maya and Buddha is that the Maya uses power for bad things. Buddha uses it for good things.
La diferencia entre el Maya y el Buda es que el Maya utiliza el poder para cosas malas y el Buda lo utiliza para cosas buenas.
Well, just like spiritual power, that's why you cannot have spiritual power without having moral precepts. You see? That's why I give you also the precepts.
Lo mismo ocurre con el poder espiritual. No podemos tener el poder espiritual sin tener los preceptos. Para eso están los preceptos
From the Buddha.
del Buda.
And that's why Jesus or Moses give the 10 commandments from God.
Y por eso Jesús daba los 10 mandamientos de Dios.
When you just come in to the path of spiritual practice, you are a child.
Cuando empezáis el camino de la práctica espiritual, sois niños.
So we need to tell you, don't do this, don't do that. Please remember, you know all this already.
Así que es
but you have
necesario
forgotten.
deciros, no hagáis esto, no hagáis lo otro, por favor recordad.
So you've forgotten all what you should do as a human being, so you become like a child who doesn't know much right from wrong. So we have to be reminded again. Okay, this, remember? No good. This, remember? Good.
Así que empezamos una nueva vida espiritual y es necesario que se nos recuerde. Recuerda, no hagas esto, es malo, o haz esto porque es bueno.
So the precept is like the guidelines, you know? So you walk the line. Yeah? Walk the line.
Así que los preceptos son como guiones, como guías para caminar por el camino recto.
Remember the song?
Recordad esto.
Huh? Whose song is that? Walk the line. Huh?
¿Qué canción?
Johnny Cash, yes. Walk the line. He walks the line just for one woman.
Es una canción. Walk the line. Camina
You-
por la
You
línea.
walk the line for the universe.
Camina por la línea por el universo.
It's worth it.
Vale la pena.
Okay? So walk the line. Huh?
Así que caminar por el camino.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.
You're always very attentive. Just put it into practice.
Estáis siempre muy atentos. Ponedlo en prácticas.
Thank you. I see you later. Okay?
Os veré más tarde.
I hope you know I love you.
Espero que sepáis que os quiero.